Welcome back to Only Talk Sports, and tonight we have the 2023 NBA Playoffs Western Conference First Round Game 5 live reaction and watch party. And the game has just tipped off between the Warriors and the Kings. This should be a fantastic basketball game between these two teams. I am looking forward to it. This series is tied 2-2 as well, so it is going to be a very highly consequential game. Who wins? It's at the Kings, so the Kings really need this game to get the momentum back in the series after they led 2-0. But the Warriors, they have the ball right now. Jordan Poole, he takes a deep two, and his first shot is off the mark. So it is Sacramento basketball. Keegan Murray down the floor, and Keegan Murray, he lays it in. So it's 2-0 Sacramento over Golden State. 11:20 to go in the first quarter. A really nice shot there by Keegan Murray running the floor. It's always really nice to be able to run the floor and not settle for jump shots and get to the rim. That's always the best looking shot for the most part. Unless you're Curry, who can shoot a lot of threes from deep. Wiggins on the outside for Golden State. He takes a deep two, and there, I think, is an offensive foul on Golden State. So it will be Sacramento basketball. It's still 2-0. 11 to go in the first quarter. You've got De'Aaron Fox with the basketball. He was questionable to play, but he did decide to suit up. He has a potential sprain or fracture in his finger, but he did play. And Domantas Sabonis, he scores. It's 4-0 Sacramento, and I think that drastically improves the Kings' chances of winning this game. You've got the crowd. Now you have De'Aaron Fox, and as long as he's, you would think, around 75, 80%, then it should definitely be a net positive having him out there on the floor. Wiggins with the basketball. He takes the mid-range two, and the Warriors just keep on missing. It's 4-0 Sacramento. Keegan Murray down the floor again, and Keegan Murray, super smooth. What a layup there, 6-0. That was a fantastic drive by Keegan Murray, and he got the shot to fall. He made it look effortless. Now Curry with the basketball for the Warriors, and the Warriors are in a 6-0 hole right now. Klay Thompson with the basketball. He kicks in the corner to Andrew Wiggins, and his three falls in and out, and Keegan Murray with the rebound. Keegan Murray looks a lot more confident after having a big game in the last game for the Kings. Now down the floor, and he is blocked from behind. So it's still 6-0 Sacramento. 9:57 to go in the first quarter. What a start for the Kings. And you do have some struggles right now for Golden State and Stephon Curry. But Keegan Murray looking really sharp early for Sacramento. Definitely an upgrade over his performances early on in this series. Now you've got Kevin Huerter with the basketball. He swings to Sabonis, and Sabonis' layup is just a little bit short. He had the play, but he could not get the shot to drop. So it's 6-0 Sacramento over Golden State. 9:40 to go in the first. Kicks to Jordan Poole in the corner. Jordan Poole with a step back three, and he finally gets a big shot to fall. 6-3 Sacramento, 9:30 to go in the first quarter, but a big shot for Jordan Poole to get Golden State on the board. But De'Aaron Fox responds on the other end. 9-3 Sacramento. What a shot by De'Aaron Fox. His finger is looking really good early. 9:18 to go in the first quarter. Almost a turnover for Golden State, but the ball is off of Sacramento. So it will remain Golden State ball. The crowd is on their feet, which is not a good sign for the Warriors. You definitely want to keep the crowd at bay. If you can keep the crowd at bay, that would drastically help the Warriors' chances overall. But they're showing De'Aaron Fox 126 points through 4 games in his first career playoff series. That is incredible. Kevon Looney down low, and I think they do call a goaltend on Sacramento. So it's 9-5. Golden State is able to score again. And Steve Kerr is 5-0 in series record when tied 2-2 entering Game 5. So that's a good sign for Warriors fans. They can get the job done again. But the Kings, they're no joke, and they're playing at an extremely high level. Domantas Sabonis down low. His shot is just off the mark. He almost got it to drop, but Kevon Looney with a board. He's been racking up a lot of rebounds in this series. But Klay Thompson for 3. 9-8. What a shot by the Splash brother. 8:40 to go in the first quarter. Sacramento up by 1 point. Sabonis dribbling the ball at the top of the key. Sabonis takes the free throw line jumper, and you got to guard that a little bit better, Kevon Looney. He definitely allowed Sabonis to take that shot. He dared him to shoot it, and Sabonis knocked it down. 8:20 to go in the first quarter, and Klay Thompson on the other end scores on a layup. Nice pass there. 11-10. Sacramento leads by 1. The offenses are humming for both teams early. Huerter in the lane, kicks to Sabonis in the mid-range again. Sabonis with a little bit more pressure that time, and he could not make the shot. Now Curry down the floor for the Warriors, kicks to Wiggins. Wiggins to Klay Thompson, and Klay Thompson, he thought about it, ends up turning the basketball over instead. Harrison Barnes to De'Aaron Fox. 7:50 to go in the first. Takes a step back to his shots off the mark. Sabonis kicks back to De'Aaron Fox. In the corner to Kevin Huerter. Huerter's three's off the mark. And there is a foul on the floor with 7:47 to go in the first quarter. I think it is on the Golden State Warriors, fouling Domantas Sabonis. They knocked him to the floor, which you got to do a lot to get him down because he is a big body. I think it was Klay Thompson running into him. That's an unfortunate play there. Hopefully Sabonis is okay. It definitely looks like that he is. But now Barnes to inbound for Sacramento. Kicks to Sabonis. To Huerter into the lane. And Huerter, hang time in there, misses the shot. But Sabonis is right there for the offensive rebound and put back. Nice awareness by Sabonis. 13-10 Sacramento. Sabonis with a nice start with 6 points. Wiggins in the corner for Golden State. Drives into the lane, and he lays it in off the glass. 13-12. 7:20 to go in the first quarter. Barnes in the lane. Barnes loses the basketball, and they do call it off of Barnes, so it will be Warriors ball. The Warriors are hanging around after a really nice start for Sacramento, which is really good overall for their chances. You don't want to fall behind big early because if you do and let the crowd really get into it, that could be a problem. But they are doing a solid job of hanging around. Curry kicks to pull to Looney. Looney to Wiggins. And what a play there by Kevon Looney. 14-13, and Golden State is in the lead with their first lead of the game. 14-13 Golden State. 6:50 to go in the first quarter. Now Harrison Barnes. He has the basketball, kicks it over to Keegan Murray for three. And Keegan Murray, he is confident. He's shooting the ball really well right now. He hits a three. 16-14 Sacramento. And if Keegan Murray keeps shooting like that, it's going to be really difficult for Golden State to win. There's a turnover, which the Warriors have had plenty on the road. Sabonis drives in the lane, and there's a turnover. And I think there might be a foul on Sacramento. Good defense by the Golden State Warriors. They're not allowing Sacramento to get an easy layup on Sabonis' drive. But Keegan Murray, you can see his confidence. In game 1 through 3, he really struggled. But Keegan Murray had a good game 4, and it looks like it's carrying over to game 5. And Sacramento has a 16-14 lead, most of it behind Sabonis and Keegan Murray. Jeff says, I'm here and ready to go. Really appreciate you for being here, Jeff. Really, really do. And it should be an awesome game. I'm looking forward to it. Should be a back-and-forth game. Both teams need this game. It is 2-2. You would argue that the Kings need it more because if Sacramento loses this game, they'll be down 3-2, and then they're going to have to go on the road and beat the Warriors if they want to stay in the series. So I really think that overall, if you're looking at this series, that you have to have a win for Sacramento here if they do want to win the series. If the Warriors win, they're in great shape. Now, if they lose, they're also not in good shape, but they will have the series back on their own floor, which will help. But then they're going to have to win in Game 7 on the road. So either way that the Warriors go, they're going to have to win a game on the road, which they have not done so far in the series. So it's going to be very interesting for sure. Jackson Johnson says, what's up, everybody? Thanks for being here, Jackson. Really appreciate it. And Jackson also says, the other night I made an error and it involves the 8-1 upset. I said the last time it happened was in 2011, but it happened in 2012 when the Sixers upset the Bulls. You're good, Jackson, but like you say right there, it has not happened in a long time. It is very rare, and it is very possible that the Miami Heat could get the job done over the Milwaukee Bucks. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens in that series for sure. Kyle Oku, thanks for being here, laughing out loud. I don't know what's so funny, but really appreciate you for being here. We got a really good game on deck between the Sacramento Kings and the Golden State Warriors. Hopefully it is a close game that goes down to the wire. Another classic. A lot of these games have been really close between these two teams. It has been a lot of fun. You had a Harrison Barnes shot. It almost went in at the end of the game against the Golden State Warriors. That would have put Sacramento up 3-1 and potentially ended the Warriors' chances of winning this series at all. So Harrison Barnes, one shot away. So it goes to show you how close, a series can be changed based on one shot or two. You look at the Atlanta Hawks. They wouldn't even be in the series anymore if Trae Young hadn't hit that big three. So again, big shots at the end of games are what keep teams alive in playoff series. So it is really crazy there. Esco the Cool, thanks for being here tonight. He says, only talk sports. The Cavaliers are fired. Yes, the Cleveland Cavaliers, they are out of the series. The New York Knicks, they beat the Cleveland Cavaliers 4-1. In New York, they dominated the series. They went on the road and beat the Cleveland Cavaliers several times, and that was just total dominance overall. And Cleveland, they have a lot of work to do if they want to find a way to start having a lot of success, late in these playoffs, late in the regular season. They had a really great start to the year. They were doing a great job overall, like one of the better teams in the NBA, but they really collapsed down the stretch, and that was a really bad way to end the season for Cleveland, losing as the favorite overall. That's just not a good look in any way, shape, or form. Esco the Cool says, well, this Sacramento Golden State series is going to most likely 7 games. If no other series is going to 7, this one will. I truly believe that. I agree with you. This has been a very competitive series. I do believe, though, if Harrison Barnes had hit that shot, then it more than likely would have been a Sacramento win either tonight or maybe in Game 6. They would have been up 3-1. Maybe it could have still gone to Game 7 if Golden State won the next 2. But I do agree with you. The way this series has been going is looking very probable it could go to a Game 7. And hopefully it does. It should be a lot of fun. I'm sure the players for both teams would like to get it done in Game 6, but it's going to be very interesting regardless. 16-14, Klay Thompson kicks to Draymond Green, who is now into the game. He came off the bench. Draymond Green, his shot is good. So it is 16-16 tie game. 6 to go in the first quarter. Sacramento is bringing the ball forward. Davion Mitchell with the ball. He has been solid this season. Sabonis has it now. Kicks over to Keegan Murray for 3. And Keegan Murray is on fire. He's looking like he played when he was at Iowa. Very confident shooting from Keegan Murray with 10 points early. He's a streaky shooter, but when he's on, he is a fantastic player. Into the lane for the Warriors, Dante DiVincenzo. He could not get the shot to fall. He fell in the crowd. Hopefully he's okay, and everybody in the crowd. Davion Mitchell in the corner for Sacramento. His shot is off the mark, and it's over the backboard, so it will be Golden State basketball. Still 19-16. Sacramento leads by 5. 5:34 to go in the first quarter. Definitely been some high-flying action early between both these teams. The offenses for both teams have been humming at a fairly high level, but definitely a lot of production being given by Sabonis and Keegan Murray for Sacramento. I think they have 16 of the 19 points, which is a good sign for them that you don't even have De'Aaron Fox getting going yet outside of 1 3 from him. But they're going to have to get some more production out of the rest of the roster, like Kevin Huerter, if they want to go far in this game and get this win. But there is a turnover by the Warriors and a block shot on the other end for the Kings. So now the Warriors have the ball again. Moses Moody drives into the lane. And do they call an offensive foul or a charge? I am not sure. It might have been a block. I think it might have been, but we'll have to see what they call. Keegan Murray was outside the arc, but did they call a charge? They might have. 5:05 to go in the first quarter. No, they did call a blocking foul. So it will be free throws for Golden State. I thought he was moving, so I'm okay with that. It definitely could have been a charge, but I think he definitely was still moving. So Moses Moody, he gets the benefit of the doubt, and he's getting 2 free throws. And his first free throw is up, and it's good. So it's 19-17. And they're showing the Curry effect when he is on and off the floor. Definitely the offense and defense for the Warriors play so much better when he is on the floor versus off the floor. And that's not surprising. He is a fantastic player that does so much for their team. Even at his age, he just is in complete control of the team when he's on the floor. Moses Moody, he knocks down both free throws, so it's 19-18. Golden State is only down by 1 point. 5 to go in the first quarter. Davion Mitchell has the basketball. He's driving into the lane for Sacramento. He's in trouble. He kicks it outside to De'Aaron Fox, and De'Aaron Fox hits another 3. A great sign for Sacramento. He's got 6 points, 22-18, and Curry is looking up in unbelief. Pull down the lane, and he draws a foul with 4:43 to go in the first quarter. I don't know if they're going to give it to him on the shot where it's going to be 2 free throws, but it does look like he was shooting the ball. But De'Aaron Fox, with his injured finger, he's going out there and shooting the ball at a really high level. He's hit 2 big threes. 6 points, 2 of 3 from the field so far for De'Aaron Fox. Jordan Poole, his first free throw is up, and his first free throw is good. So it is 22-19. Golden State has cut it to 3. So definitely a back-and-forth game so far. Sacramento has led for the most part. early on in this game, but you definitely have had some good moments by Golden State. They have not been falling behind yet in any way, shape, or form. They've been hanging around, so it's definitely been a good sign for them. Poole, his second free throw is off the mark. So unfortunately for Jordan Poole, he could not hit that free throw, even though he is a really good free throw shooter. 22-19, Sacramento up by 3. Sabonis into the lane, kicks to Trey Lyles in the corner, and Trey Lyles' 3 rattles home. 25-19, Sacramento is up by 6, and maybe Sacramento starting to extend their lead a little bit. Wiggins into the lane for the Warriors. His shot is off the mark. He was out of control. He thought that he was fouled, but no call. Fox down the lane. Fox with a step back 3, and Fox knocks it down. Fox is on fire right now with 9 points, 3 threes, and there's your first timeout for Golden State. 28-19, 4:11 to go in the first quarter, and we have our first big lead for either team in this game, and it is Sacramento going up by 9 points. That is some really nice basketball by Sacramento. They are really confident right now. Maybe some of the shots they're taking aren't the best shots, but when you're confident and you're knocking them down, it does not matter. And De'Aaron Fox, he is feeling it right now, which is a great sign for him and a great sign for Sacramento, because a lot of people were wondering how effective, and even just before today, even if he would play, but how effective De'Aaron Fox would be in this game. But he's going out there and he's knocking down shots. That is a great sign for Sacramento's chances to win this game. Esco the Cool says, only top sports my Timberwolves got sent home because Ant-Man couldn't make the 3 at the end. Fooey, yet Trae Young was ice his vein to keep Atlanta alive. It's a game of shot makes. I agree with you. Sometimes it just comes down to making shots. Even if the shots aren't good, it's like the Trae Young 3. That's a play where you're like, don't shoot it. You're down by 1 point. You don't need a 3 driving in the lane. But he steps back. He shoots that deep 3, and he knocks it down. So even if it wasn't a good shot, at the end of the day, he made it. So it's very hard to argue with it. But I agree with you. Anthony Edwards, if he hits that 3, then the Timberwolves are still alive. Does it mean they'll win the series? Maybe not, but they're definitely be in great shape to have a shot to advance in the series and have a chance to stay alive in it. And the longer you can stay alive, the more pressure you make and put on the other team. There's more pressure on the Celtics now. The Celtics are still more likely going to beat the Hawks, but at least the Hawks aren't going away and giving away the series. But it is unfortunate for Minnesota, but now Denver is moving on for sure. Timberwolves are being sent home, but they had a good season, and hopefully for the Timberwolves, they'll have a great future to come. Trent Verano is here. Thanks for being here. He says, sup, folks, go 7. It's Warriors, I'm afraid. So you're thinking it's going to go all the way to Game 7 and the Warriors win? I don't know. You could be right. I mean, the Warriors are an experienced team. You kind of feel like they'll find a way to win it in the end. But right now, the Kings are playing some great basketball. And if they win this game and then the Warriors do win Game 6, the Kings have been showing that they can win at home. So it's going to be very interesting for sure. But I do agree that a lot of people still think the Warriors will find a way. But more importantly, I really appreciate you for being here tonight. But you could be right on that prediction for sure. Jackson Johnson says Stephen A is pretty happy tonight with the Knicks. Now, I would completely agree with that because of the fact you look at Stephen A, he loves the Knicks, just like Spike Lee. Both of them love their New York Knicks. And the New York Knicks, they beat the Cleveland Cavaliers very handily in that series. A great look for New York. The Cleveland Cavaliers definitely dropped the ball, losing 4-1 in that series, losing 2 home games. You just cannot do that if you want to have a lot of success in the playoffs. You have to be able to win these big games. And definitely looking at Cleveland, they had the talent to win that series, but they just did not play well. They did not have enough around Donovan Mitchell. I thought he played well in most of the games, but there just wasn't enough around him. And unfortunately for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they are eliminated as well. We're starting to eliminate some teams. We're starting to get down to the end of the first round. More of these first round series are going by the wayside, and we're going to be moving on to the second round. It's going to be getting a lot more interesting with these NBA playoffs as we move forward. But for sure, Sacramento is starting to pull away from Golden State, up 28-19 with 4:11 to go in the first quarter. De'Aaron Fox is a big reason why. He's got 9 points. He's 3 of 4 from the field and 3 of 3 from the three-point line, all on a bad finger on his shooting hand. So that is some special stuff from De'Aaron Fox. Golden State with the basketball, though, and Curry promptly is back into the game. Right when he exited the game, Golden State started to fade, so wisely putting him back in. Curry kicks to Draymond Green, to Andrew Wiggins for the slam dunk, 28-21. You see how Curry sets up the offense. He passed it to Draymond. Draymond gets it to Wiggins for the slam dunk. 28-21, 3:40 to go in the first quarter. De'Aaron Fox with the ball, who's been shooting the ball really well. Trey Lyles, he thought about the three, but he gives it up to Davion Mitchell inside to Sabonis. Back out to De'Aaron Fox, and there is a turnover. Andrew Wiggins with the steal. That's a nice play there. Curry into the lane. Curry going up strong. He misses the shot. Sabonis, he gets the defensive rebound. He's going down the floor. Kicks to Fox over to Davion Mitchell in the corner, and Davion Mitchell knocks down the three. It's 31-21. 10-point lead for Sacramento. Maybe a little bit of a danger zone for the Warriors, but then Curry banks in a three. How often do you see that? Usually he's nothing but nylon, but he banked in that three right there. The bank is still open, 31-24, 2:55 to go in the first, and there is a foul on the floor on Golden State. No free throws for De'Aaron Fox, but Curry banking in that three. That is incredible right there. Usually he is nothing but net. But that it was a big shot nonetheless for Golden State. They were down by 10 and in need of a bucket, and Curry delivered. He's smiling because he knows that he probably did not call bank, but he knocked down the three, and that's all that matters. But Sacramento definitely playing much better basketball than Golden State on this recent run, hitting big shots, doing a great job on the glass. Sabonis into the lane. And do they call an offensive foul on Sabonis? Yes, they do. Draymond Green, with his excellent defense, draws that offensive foul on Sabonis. It looked like he might have been moving a little bit, but they do give him the benefit of the doubt, and they call an offensive foul. So it will be Golden State basketball down by 7, 2:50 to go in the first quarter. Dante DiVincenzo, he gets the ball from Curry. Curry coming off a screen from Draymond, gets the ball, swings it back to DiVincenzo into the lane. Moses Moody with it to Draymond Green. Almost a turnover there. It was almost over Green's head, but Green gets the ball, and Draymond Green goes all the way to the rack and lays it in. 31-26, Golden State has cut it to 5. De'Aaron Fox on the other end being guarded by Wiggins. Fox into the lane with the behind the back to Sabonis. And Sabonis finishes off the nice pass from De'Aaron Fox with a made jump shot. 33-26. Nice pass by De'Aaron Fox. Highlight reel behind the back. Sabonis with 8 points and 3 rebounds. Now Golden State down by 7. Wiggins with the ball, being guarded by De'Aaron Fox, and they call a foul on De'Aaron Fox for reaching it. He thought he was clean, but they're not going to give him that clean call there. They're going to say that he fouled. I definitely think he reached in, but sometimes you want to let that effort level pursue, but you don't want anything to get out of hand, so you're going to call those, ticky-tack fouls there. But it's 33-26. Golden State is down by 7 points. 2:05 to go in the first quarter, and Wiggins, he will be inbounding the basketball right now for the Warriors with the chance to try to get Golden State back down by just 2 possessions. But Sacramento, their energy has been great. Their crowd is engaged, and they're playing at an extremely high level on both ends of the floor. But Golden State not too far behind. Wiggins with the ball, swings to Curry. Curry kicks to Looney, and Looney with the reverse. And again, a great play by Curry. Not always scoring, but passing the ball as well. 33-28, 1:50 to go in the first quarter. De'Aaron Fox with the ball, swings to Trey Lyles. Trey Lyles' three is off the mark. DiVincenzo tried to get the rebound. He could not, and it goes into Malik Monk's hands, who is now into the game for Sacramento. Is there a top there? There might have been a top on both players, I think on Wiggins and Malik Monk, but we're going to have to see for sure. If there is a top, then they're going to have to center the ball and have both players tip it up. There's 1:40 to go in the first quarter, and there is, and it's Curry and Malik Monk. It was not Wiggins. Curry's the one that tied up Malik Monk. So you've got 2 of the shorter players on the floor doing a jump ball. It's always funny to see that. The 1:40 to go in the first quarter. Sacramento is taking out De'Aaron Fox, putting back in Keegan Murray. Again, Keegan Murray has had a nice start to this game, a big reason why Sacramento is up right now. And Klay Thompson, he is coming in for the Golden State Warriors. He's hit a big 3 already, but besides that, he's been a little quiet, but he has done some nice things on the offensive end, moving around. But it looks like we're now about to tip the ball off between Curry and Malik Monk. The ref tips the ball up, and the Kings get the basketball. What a tip. It looked like it was going to be Warriors ball, but the Kings ended up with it. And Davion Mitchell gets the pass, and he knocks down the 3. 36-28. What a shot by Davion Mitchell. Very unfortunate play there for Golden State. You did ground defense, but then you give up a tap out. for an open three. And Draymond, he misses three on the other end, but Looney with the offensive rebound. He has been so good in this series getting rebounds. He had like 20 rebounds in one game. DiVincenzo swings to Draymond Green. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Draymond Green swings to Klay Thompson, and there is a shot clock violation. Great defense by the Sacramento Kings there, and there is a shot clock violation. Another turnover for the Golden State Warriors. That's something they have struggled with mightily in this series, specifically when they've been on the road. They're usually a team that's disciplined on the road in years past, but not this year, and there's another turnover there. Fox into the lane, and there's a turnover. Curry with the basketball over to DiVincenzo. Donte DiVincenzo ends up with the ball, swings over to Kevon Looney, over to Klay Thompson, back to Looney. Almost a turnover yet again. DiVincenzo downloaded Draymond Green, and Green lays it in. 36-30. Golden State cuts it to 6 there. Still some nice passing, but sometimes you feel like the Warriors overpass, but that was a specific possession where it worked. Davion Mitchell in the lane for Sacramento, kicks back out to Malik Monk. He shoots a 3, and his 3 is off the mark. Looney racking up another board. 36-30, 22 seconds left in the first. DiVincenzo in the corner, and DiVincenzo's 3 is off the mark, and the ball is off of Malik Monk. So it will be Warriors basketball. They're down by 6 with 17.2 seconds to go in this first quarter. Some high-level basketball being played by both of these teams. But the Golden State Warriors have turned the ball over more than Sacramento, and Sacramento's hit a few more big jump shots, specifically from Keegan Murray and De'Aaron Fox, and that's why they are leading right now. But you will have Klay Thompson to inbound. Swings over to Draymond Green. 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. Now Curry has the ball at the Sacramento Kings logo, being guarded by Davion Mitchell. Curry off the ball screen, and Curry's 3 is good. You can't give him an inch of space. 36-33, 6 seconds to go in the first quarter. Malik Monk down the floor, and he is fouled with 2 seconds to go by Draymond Green, trying to make it harder for Sacramento to go up with a shot. Potentially a smart play there overall by Draymond Green, but you do want to save your fouls. Maybe just let them take the shot. This isn't like the end of the third quarter. It's like toward the end, in the fourth quarter overall. Probably need to save your fouls. With 2.4 seconds to go in the first quarter, Sacramento will have one more chance to score before the half, and if they can get this back out to a 2-possession game. But if not, then it'll be a 1-possession game, and a good prospect for Golden State, only being down 3 at the end of the first quarter. And De'Aaron Fox loses the ball. He's looking for a foul. He's not going to get it. So that is the end of your first quarter. 36-33, Sacramento over Golden State. Trent Verano says hopefully Randall is okay for sure, because of the fact the Knicks are going to need him in the next series. And overall, looking at these playoff series, there have been a lot of playoff series that injuries have impacted the results of these playoff series. You had the Clippers with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Unfortunately, Giannis with the Bucks. So many injuries have happened, and that is why a lot of these teams that have been favored to win in a lot of these series have lost or are struggling mightily because of those injuries. It is what it is, but that's why you have to have a lot of depth, and you got to hope that other players can step up when your stars are hurt, but sometimes it's not enough. Jeff said Fox is amazing. Fox is amazing because Fox is hurt. De'Aaron Fox has an injured finger on his shooting hand, and that can really impact your shooting stroke because you're pressuring and you're kind of, not wanting to shoot the ball with as much pressure on that finger, so you're kind of keeping that finger off the ball, and sometimes that prevents you from shooting the ball at as high of a level as you normally would. And I think the fact that De'Aaron Fox is going out there and shooting the ball as well as he is with his injured finger is a great sign for this game, and potentially as, these playoffs progress, because I do think that overall, if the Kings win this series, they're still going to need De'Aaron Fox. It's not like he's going to be able to just miss a couple games and get that finger healed, or at least start to get it feeling a little bit better. He's going to have to play at a high level game in and game out. He is part of the Sacramento Kings ticket to success in these playoffs. This is why they're here. It's not just De'Aaron Fox, because they've had him for years and they have not made the playoffs until this year, but now they have players around. Malik Monk's playing better. Keegan Murray, they drafted him. He's playing solid. You also have Domantas Sabonis they traded for. These guys paired with De'Aaron Fox are why they are a 3 seed in this year's playoff. That's why they are a really good basketball team. And if De'Aaron Fox is not playing well, or even worse, he's out because of his finger, then that almost ruins the Sacramento Kings' chances of having any shot at all. So it's a really interesting proposition for sure. I think that overall, De'Aaron Fox is going to have to tough it out, but with his finger, if Sacramento wants to go far in these playoffs, but he is toughing it out so far. I really hate it for him that his finger is messed up. I wish he could get, treatment on and go ahead and get healed up, but unfortunately, this isn't the regular season. It is the playoffs, and you got to win the games. He knows that, and that's why he said he wouldn't miss it for the world, unless, unfortunately, he just could not play. But he, again, is their ticket for success in these playoffs. They have to have him in every game that they play. And he's playing at a high level right now, so that's definitely really solid right there. Leilani Mullen says, go, Golden State, watching from Mexico. Really appreciate you for being here. Means a lot, and I agree with you 100%. With the Warriors, they've had a lot of success in the playoffs in the past, and you're wanting them to win, so they have a great chance to win, but they are in a dogfight series with the Sacramento Kings. Sacramento is doing a great job keeping them at bay and not allowing them to have a lot of success at times. The Warriors are not dominating like we have seen in years past. Sacramento is hanging tough for sure. Trent Verano says Jet ? Not 100% sure, but again, still appreciate you for being here. But man, we have a game on our hands. Sacramento is not folding in any way, shape, or form after letting the Golden State Warriors win the last two games, even though they were within 1 point in game 4. Harrison Barnes, if his 3 had dropped, it would be 3-1 Kings. But still, you got to go back out there and play at a high level, and Sacramento is doing that in game 5 so far. Sacramento 8 of 12 on threes in the first quarter. A lot of that was Keegan Murray and De'Aaron Fox doing a great job shooting the basketball. Davion Mitchell over to Lynn, and now it's over to Monk, and I think there might be a foul on the Warriors. Maybe not much of a foul. Didn't really see it there, but they call a foul nonetheless with 11:49 to go in the second quarter. Trent Ross says, never mind what I said. Sorry. Oh, you're good, man. I just wasn't 100% sure what that meant. But again, you're good, man. Really appreciate you for being here. Trey Lyles with the ball. Kicks over to Davion Mitchell. Kings up by 3. Mitchell being guarded by Looney. That is a mismatch there. Mitchell decides to take the step back 3 when he could have drove in the lane. His shot did not drop, and Trey Lyles tried to tip it in, and his tip in did not work either. 11:30 to go in the second quarter. Golden State only down by 3, which is not too bad after that. Did have some stretches where they did struggle in that first quarter. Curry with the ball. Swings over to Klay Thompson in the corner to Draymond Green, and they call an offensive foul. They said Klay Thompson was driving erratically, and they call an offensive foul on him. That is a really tough foul call there, but you definitely have to do a good job of not running into the lane and bowling over a player. You got to stop if you can. But unfortunately for him, he was not able to, and they call an offensive foul. Now Sacramento with the ball. Davion Mitchell has it being guarded by Donte DiVincenzo. He tried to go up to Keegan Murray, and it was over his head. Good idea, but the pass was too high. 36-33. Golden State still hanging around, only down by 3, down by 1 possession. Curry with the basketball. Swings over to Draymond Green. Back to Curry. Curry into the lane, and what a play by Curry. Taking contact, no foul call, but he was able to get that shot to fall. That is an incredible shot by Curry. 36-35. Is there a foul on? No, there's no foul call. There might have been a foul that was called. Or maybe there is. They might have called it on Lynn for the Kings. I'm not sure, but it looks like Golden State has the basketball again. They're giving it to Donte DiVincenzo. Very shocking there. Maybe he pushed the player. Not 100% sure what's going on in that regard. But DiVincenzo tried to swing the ball in to Curry, and the ball is out of bounds again off of the Kings. Let's see what happens. So you had Curry going down the lane, and then, Lynn, he wasn't out of bounds. That's what it was. Lynn was not out of bounds when he threw the ball in bounds. That is a turnover for sure. 10:50 to go in the second quarter. Warriors finally end up with the ball. It's almost another turnover because the Kings almost stole it, but it will end up in the hands of Curry. 10:40 to go, and the Warriors do end up turning the basketball over. Finally, they do turn it over, and on the other end, the Kings go up strong with Lynn. Lynn goes up strong again, and I think they do call a foul on the Warriors. So the offense are starting to stall. There's been a lot of fouls called in the last couple of minutes. Some sloppy basketball by both teams, but it looks like Lynn will have a couple of free throws for the Sacramento Kings. 36-35. Sacramento over Golden State. And Lynn is at the line. His first free throw is good. 37-35. Sacramento is back up by 2 points yet again. but it's been a really close game for the most part. Sacramento did get up by 10 points at one point in this game, but now they are in a really close game with Golden State. The Warriors are hanging around after falling behind by 10 points. They went on a run of their own to get back in it, but now they are down still by 2 points because Lin was not able to hit the second free throw. So it's still 37-35. Dante DiVincenzo with the ball being guarded by Malik Monk. 10:20 to go in the second quarter. There was a collision down low. Keegan Murray fell, but there was no foul call. Klay Thompson for three. His shot is short. Lin with the rebound. Malik Monk up the floor. 10:10 to go in the second quarter. Malik Monk takes a mid-range two. His shot's off the mark, and the ball will be tapped back out to De'Aaron Fox. But is there a foul down low? I think there was. There's been a lot of fouls called in the last couple minutes. There's a lot more free-flowing in that first quarter, but it's starting to get bogged down a bit by all the foul calls. But I do understand the referees trying to make sure the game does not get out of hand, so you are calling all the fouls that are necessary. Definitely makes sense for sure, but it does make the game a little less free-flowing, and the players do love to run the floor. But nonetheless, the Kings are inbounding the ball, and Fox has it in his hands. He's been playing some solid basketball to start this game. Fox trying to make a move on Looney. He goes up over Looney, and he shoots the shot in. What a mid-range shot by De'Aaron Fox. Again, that finger is looking fine right now. He might still be in pain, but he is toughing it out. What a warrior, even though he is on the Kings. 39-35, and what a shot by Curry on the other end. Curry is a fantastic shooter, one of the best in NBA history. Even though that wasn't a three, it was a mid-range shot. And then on the other end, De'Aaron Fox lays it in. Somehow he wiggled through traffic, and he was able to get that shot in. 41-37, 9:30 to go in the second quarter. What a play by De'Aaron Fox. 4-point lead for Sacramento over Golden State. Draymond to Klay Thompson. Back to Draymond Green. He's driving, kicks to DiVincenzo for three, and DiVincenzo's shot will not drop. Now Keegan Murray with the rebound, who has had a great start to this game. Keegan Murray hitting some big shots, looking like his Iowa self. Lin with the ball at the top of the key. He does not know what to do with it. He swings over to De'Aaron Fox off the ball screen. Fox misses the three right there. Looney with another rebound. Looney's racking up boards left and right. Curry in the lane. Curry with Keegan Murray on him. Curry with the step back shot, and he knocks down another mid-range shot. Curry is the mid-range maestro and the three-point maestro. 41-39, Warriors down by 2, but Fox with a beautiful pass to Trey Lyles, and Trey Lyles lays it in. That was an incredible pass by De'Aaron Fox, showing he's much more than a scorer. 43-39, Curry for three. Curry's shot almost dropped, but it did not go in. Malik Monk, he has the rebound there. 8:30 to go in the second quarter. Malik Monk into the lane. Kicks to Lin in the corner to De'Aaron Fox for three, off the mark, and you have Fox getting his own miss and laying it in. That's dedication and effort right there from De'Aaron Fox, missing his three and being able to knock down the next shot. Unbelievable play right there by De'Aaron Fox. That is effort. 45-39. The Sacramento Kings are up by 6 points over the Golden State Warriors. 8:20 to go in the second quarter. And the Sacramento Kings, their fans have to be proud and impressed with the effort level by their Kings in this game. They dropped the last two games on the road at Golden State, even though that game 4 they easily could have won if Harrison Barnes 3 dropped in, but it did not go in. But still, they lost the last two games, but they're not looking like they're in a slump in any way, shape, or form. They are going out there and playing at a really high level as of this time. They're up 45-39. They don't have the biggest lead to show for it because Golden State is hanging around. Curry is hitting some big shots in this second quarter. But Sacramento is playing some great basketball. De'Aaron Fox, Keegan Murray, Domantas Sabonis. That's the trio you have right now for Sacramento playing at a high level. But De'Aaron Fox, he is the key to Sacramento's success. He has to play at a high level, and he is doing a fantastic job in this game of making big shot after big shot. And I think that that's going to go a long way for Sacramento being able to win this series. He's going to have to keep playing at a high level because Golden State will not go away. They have the experience. They have a lot of older players. Curry is 35, Klay Thompson 33, Draymond's in his 30s as well. They are definitely an older team, a veteran team, and these guys have been in all of these situations before. The Sacramento Kings, they are a team full of youth. Yes, you do have Domantas Sabonis. He's been in the league for a few seasons, but he's still only like 25, 26, and he has not had a lot of NBA playoff experience. You look at someone like Harrison Barnes. He's 30 years old, but again, not a lot of NBA playoff experience. Fox is really young. A lot of these players have never had the experience of being in the NBA playoffs before, which is really unfortunate. You want to have a lot of guys that have been in the NBA playoffs before that have had a lot of experience. But unfortunately, that's just not what the Sacramento Kings have right now, and I think they eventually will get there. I think they are a team that is trending in the right direction. Looking at the way that this series is trending, they are gaining this valuable experience for the future. And I think that will go a long way in the future for the Kings being a good team in the NBA for years to come. They could be a team on the rise that potentially, keeps making the playoffs. And by the time these players get a little bit older, maybe they'll be like the Warriors, not obviously as good at shooting the basketball as Golden State is with Klay Thompson, Stephon Curry, but you have had some big threes being made by Sacramento. But I really feel like the arrow is pointing upward for the Sacramento Kings in the fact that they are gaining this valuable experience. They're such a young team. And if you're winning at this high of a rate now as a young team, it's only going to get better from here. And I think the Thunder have a great chance as well if the Thunder can gain a lot of experience because they're doing some great things as well. But unfortunately, they're going to have to get a lot better on the defense side of the ball and get Chet Holmgren back and then go from there. But definitely some bright futures potentially happening for the Sacramento Kings, potentially happening for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And if they can get, a lot more experience to get older, wiser, and playing much more, great basketball consistently game in and game out, then I'm really liking the futures for a lot of these teams. Unfortunately, Golden State's getting older. Eventually their time will end. Maybe then the next dynasty will happen for them in the future. Melker Ruiz, thanks for being here. Says Lakers lost, and he says Sacramento in Game 6. So he's going for Sacramento, thinks that they're going to find a way to win the next two games and win the series. But the Lakers, yes, they did lose. You are absolutely right. And you did have the Memphis Grizzlies winning their second game fairly comfortably at home. But will they be able to come back and win the series? I'm not sure. Going to be very interesting there. But really appreciate you for being here, Melker Ruiz. Thanks, everyone, for being here so far tonight. And I really appreciate your support. It's been an awesome game, and you guys make it so much more awesome being here. 45-39, Sacramento is up over Golden State, and the Warriors have the basketball. Curry into the lane. Curry kicks to Jordan Poole. Poole is being guarded by De'Aaron Fox, who's been playing some great basketball. Gary Payton, he's into the game for the Warriors. He is a solid veteran player. Poole has to go up with the three. Not a great shot there, but he had to with only 2 seconds on the shot clock. Lynn with the rebound. 7:50 to go in the second quarter. The Warriors are 0-4 from 3, and the Kings are 0-3 from 3 in this quarter. Huerter with the ball, gets to the Lynn, back to Huerter into the lane. Huerter's shot is no good. Looney tips the ball to Jordan Poole for the board. 7:30 to go in the second quarter. Andrew Wiggins has the basketball. Swings over to Jordan Poole. Curry is still out there as well. Klay Thompson is on the bench. Wiggins into the lane. Wiggins kicks to Gary Payton for 3. Payton's 3 is off the mark. But you do have a rebound for Huerter. Looked like potentially Looney was going to maybe get that rebound, but he was not able to. Fox into the lane. Fox goes up strong, and his shot is off the mark. Looney with the rebound. He rips that ball away from De'Aaron Fox. Poole in the lane, and Poole goes up strong and lays it in. 45-41, 7:07 to go in the second quarter, and I think there is a foul as well. What a play by Jordan Poole, getting by Kevin Huerter and laying it in. Jordan Poole is a great player. He's been improving over the years in the NBA ever since he came out of Michigan in college. He's got 6 points in this game, but his trajectory is really skyrocketing. He could be a valuable piece for Golden State, especially once Curry and Klay and Draymond Green age out, and Jordan Poole will be a really good piece for the Warriors in the future. 7:07 to go, and Jordan Poole, his free throw is up, and his free throw is off the mark. Jordan Poole has missed 2 free throws. He's a 90% free throw shooter, and he has missed 2 free throws in this game. Those free throws could come back to bite the Warriors. You definitely need your free throw, especially on the road. You got to make your free throws, says Michael Jordan. Trey Lyles over to Kevin Huerter in the lane, and Kevin Huerter with the nice layup there. He might not be hitting his threes, but you can impact the game in other ways in scoring and passing the ball. That was a good shot by Huerter. Poole with the ball, driving into the lane again, and the ball is knocked out of bounds, but it's off of the Kings, so it will stay Golden State basketball. 6:39 to go in the second quarter. It's 47-41, Sacramento over Golden State. Both teams playing at an extremely high level, but the Kings are playing just a little bit better. They're shooting the ball a bit better. from the three-point line and at the free throw line. And the Warriors have turned it over a couple more times, which is why we have our 6-point lead for the Kings. Wiggins with the ball, 6:30 to go, kicks to Curry. 4-3, and Curry's three is off the mark. It was close, but it did not go in. And Keegan Murray, he has the board. Davion Mitchell in the lane, kicks to Sabonis. And Sabonis loses the ball. Good defense from the Warriors. Jordan Poole up the floor. Jordan Poole being guarded by Sabonis. Kicks to Wiggins for three, and Wiggins knocks down the three. 47-44, Golden State has cut it to three. Finally, the first three drops for either team in this quarter. Davion Mitchell gets it to Keegan Murray, to Sabonis, to Huerter. Huerter in the lane for the floater, and his floater is good. 49-44, 5-point lead for Sacramento. 5:50 to go in the second quarter. Huerter with 4 points. He's 2 of 6 from the field, 0 of 1 from three. Now Wiggins in the lane. Wiggins' shot is in and out. So Golden State now down by 5. Sacramento ball. 5:40 to go in the second. Sabonis into the lane, driving on Looney. He loses the ball out of bounds, and they call it off of Sacramento. So it is Warriors basketball. Sabonis, he thought that the ball was off of Looney, but they aren't going to give him credit for that there. Very interesting play overall, and you do have Golden State down 5 with the basketball right now. 5:30 to go in the second quarter. The Kings, they are starting to rack up those turnovers. They got 4 turnovers in this quarter. They were doing a much better job in the first. But Jordan Poole, he misses a three, so they cannot capitalize on that turnover. Keegan Murray to Huerter, down to Sabonis on the left block, driving on Wiggins. Sabonis turns shoulder, and he goes up strong, and there is a foul. So he will have a couple of free throws there. I think they called it on the shot, so it's 5:16 to go in the second quarter. Kings up by 5, and Sabonis will have a couple of free throws. Sabonis has been doing a really good job in this game on the glass, even though Looney has come up with a bunch of rebounds, but I think Sabonis has done a good job boxing him out at times. Sabonis with 8 points, 3 boards, 4 assists. He's 4 of 8 from the field. Great addition for Sacramento. His first free throw is up, and his first free throw is good. So it's 50-44. 6-point lead for Sacramento. Still a 2-possession game. Still a really close game. But definitely Sacramento trying to extend their lead yet again on Golden State and get some momentum into the half to be able to run away with this one and win it in the second half. But the Golden State Warriors trying to hang in there, not let that happen. His second free throw is up, and Sabonis misses the second free throw. So the Kings miss a free throw there, went in and out. Klay Thompson, he has the rebound, kicks it over to Jordan Poole. Curry is out of the game, and Klay Thompson is back in for Golden State. Draymond Green as well. Gary Payton. All of those players are in, as well as Wiggins for Golden State. Klay Thompson with the ball, being guarded by Sabonis. Off the dribble, Klay in the lane. I think they do call a foul at the top of the key on Sabonis, and there will be no free throws there because of the fact the Kings are not in the bonus yet. But a smart play by Klay Thompson to draw a foul there. Go off the dribble. A very smart play. You want to draw fouls on your opponent earlier in the game as possible to get them in foul trouble, so they have to be less aggressive on defense. Klay Thompson off a ball screen. Klay Thompson for three. 50-47, and Golden State has cut it to 3 again. 4:40 to go in the second. Harrison Barnes' three is off the mark. Right at the same spot of the floor that he missed the big three that could have won the game for the Kings in Game 4 against the Warriors. But he had another great look, but was not able to knock it down. So it's Golden State ball again. Down by 3, 4:45 to go in the second quarter. Jordan Poole with the basketball, being guarded by De'Aaron Fox. Poole with the ball. He's had some nice moments in this game. He's been switched over on Keegan Murray. Klay's three, he is not able to repeat and hit another one. He misses there, and De'Aaron Fox is bringing it up the floor again for Sacramento. Fox takes a three, and Fox is not on the mark. So it will be Golden State basketball again. They're down by 3, 4:20 to go in the second. The Kings have gone a little cold on the offensive end. Draymond Green with it now. Swings over to Poole. Poole trying to drive on Huerter. Takes the step back three, and it's almost good, but it did not drop. Gary Payton with the offensive rebound. Wiggins kicks outside to Klay. Klay trying to drive, and Klay gets denied by Keegan Murray, but he regains the ball, and he shoots at him from 30 feet. How did he turn around and hit that shot? And we have a tie game, 50-50, 3:54 to go in the second quarter. and our game is tied. Golden State will not go away, and they have tied this game up here, 50-50. Unbelievable. But thanks everyone for being here. Like the stream down below. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. But more importantly, I really appreciate you guys for being here. We have a great game on deck. 50-50, Sacramento and Golden State. The Kings have led for the most part in this game, but Golden State hanging around, and they have tied this game up again. 52-50, 3:54 to go in the second quarter. And if Golden State and Sacramento are about tied at the half, just like it is now, it will be very interesting to see who is able to win this game in the end. I have no idea because of the fact, looking at the Warriors, I think that they have the potential with their veteran experience to be able to get this win in the end. But the Sacramento Kings, they are at home. They are the hungry team. They have lost the last 2 games in this series. And you just would really think that they want to do everything that they possibly can to win this game, to be able to win this series. Sacramento knows that this is a great opportunity for these young players to get as much experience in these NBA playoffs as possible, win this series, gain confidence for next season and beyond. I think would go a long way toward their development overall. If they lose this series, I don't think all is lost. I still think the future's bright for Sacramento, but if they can win this series over Golden State, the team that won it all last year, I think it would go so far for Sacramento and be able to give them so much confidence for next season. But if Golden State loses, some people are going to be talking, what's the future for Golden State? Are they, potentially aging out a little bit? Are they going to have to get some new players in to be able to potentially still have success? Who knows what the Golden State Warriors are going to do? I still think they have a great team. I don't really think Curry or Clay or Draymond need to be split up now. I think Draymond Green would be the player that most people would probably be talking about that does need to make a move. Clay and Curry are still great. Draymond Green, he still does a lot of the nitty-gritty things for the team, but he definitely is a player that just does not score a lot of points. He is definitely a guy that just is a great defender, that is a good passer. He can rebound the ball, and he can occasionally hit shots, but he's definitely not a scorer. So it will be interesting to see what Steve Kerr and the Warriors do if they don't win this series. But I don't think it's time for them to end it all and break up the team. But it is going to be showing maybe a shift in the Western Conference away from the Warriors and maybe towards some of these newer teams like Sacramento and Denver to maybe be having some success in the West and be able to carry that over into future seasons. It's going to be very interesting to see how that works out in the future, who ends up being the best teams in the Western Conference in the NBA in years to come. But if the Warriors are going to stay a team that's going to be at the top of the Western Conference, you probably would think that they're going to have to make a move. They're probably going to have to find a way to get some younger players. I think that would really help them be able to stay really good in the Western Conference. I think they're still a great team now, but you definitely can tell that they are struggling a bit with Sacramento. The youth of the team, they are just so quick. They're running all over the floor, playing at an extremely high level, and I think it is causing some issues for Golden State. I think that they are really giving them some fits, and it's making Golden State's life a lot harder than it normally would in these playoff series where usually Golden State can just shoot their way to victory. Sacramento is responding in more ways than one, hitting big threes, hitting free throws, getting to the foul line, sometimes out hustling the Warriors. Looney's done a great job on the glass, but Sabonis, he's a big equalizer down there, really doing a good job on the glass and really trying to slow down Looney's presence on the glass overall. And they're showing Draymond Green. He has 6 points and 4 assists, but no rebounds. That's not that good. You definitely want Draymond Green to be getting some rebounds. 4 assists and 6 points is nice, but he definitely needs to start racking up some rebounds. Sabonis with the basketball in a tie game. 50-50, 3:30 to go in the second quarter. De'Aaron Fox with the ball, the step back three. His shot is off the mark. It's in and out. Gary Payton tried to get the ball, but the Kings get an offensive rebound, and Fox misses a layup that he had. It was so close. It was a great play by Fox, but he was not able to get that shot to drop. And now you have Jordan Poole with the basketball for the Golden State Warriors with the chance for the Warriors to take the lead. Klay Thompson with the ball. Klay Thompson takes a three. Klay Thompson knocks down a three. 53-50, and Golden State is back in front. 53-50, 3 to go in the third. Klay Thompson with 14 points. He's 5 of 7 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3. He's playing some really solid basketball, and the Kings miss a three on the other end. They were not able to knock that shot down. 2:50 to go in the second quarter, and the Warriors are up to 4 threes made in this quarter. Kings are still 0 of 7 from 3. And pulled down to Draymond Green for the layup. 55-45 to go in the second quarter. And what a pass by Jordan Poole, feeding Draymond Green on the block, and he was able to get that layup to go. That was a really good play by Jordan Poole. Very nice play there. And now the Warriors are on a big run here, now up by 5. And I think they called a foul as well. Draymond Green's going to the free throw line. So it was an and-one. I did not think it was an and-one, but they gave the Sacramento Kings a foul. So if Draymond Green can hit this free throw, it will now be a 6-point lead for the Golden State Warriors. 2:45 to go in the quarter. It's getting really close to half. And Draymond Green's free throw is up, and it's good. 56-50. Golden State on a big run. They were down by 10 points at one point, and now they're up by 6. They're on a 12-0 run in the last 2 minutes. Sacramento in desperate need of a bucket. Malik Monk driving into the lane, kicks to Sabonis, and Sabonis provides that bucket with a slam dunk. 56-52. Nice pass from Malik Monk. A really good finish by Sabonis. He's up to 11 points and 3 rebounds. Green in the lane, and the ball is out of bounds off of De'Aaron Fox's hand, so it will stay Warriors basketball. But Sabonis was wide open down low for that easy dunk, and that definitely will help the momentum try to swing back the Sacramento Kings' way, because right now, Golden State, everything is going their way on this 12-2 run now that the Kings finally scored again. Draymond Green with the ball, 2:20 to go in the second quarter, and they call an offensive foul, I think, on the Golden State Warriors, so it will be Sacramento ball. Did they call it on Curry? Curry looks incredulous there, like, what did I do? But they call a foul on him. I think it might have been right there on that play, maybe a little bit of an elbow as he was trying to create some separation. I'm not sure. It wasn't too much, but they do call a foul there. The referees trying to find a way to referee this game fairly, get a lot of calls that would potentially help keep this game from escalating out of control with players getting into it. De'Aaron Fox in the lane, he almost loses the basketball, but Howe was able to regain possession there, and he kicks the ball to Davion Mitchell, and he scores a 2, 56-54, and just like that, Sacramento has cut it to 2 points. Sometimes De'Aaron Fox, a little bit out of control, but definitely not like Russell Westbrook out of control. But Fox was able to regain possession, get that ball to Mitchell, and Mitchell knocks down that bucket. That was a really nice play. And now on the other end, Curry, it looks like he might have got hit on the ribs as he was trying to go on that screen. I think Malik Monk came around that screen. He ran right into Curry, and they call a foul on Malik Monk. Malik Monk was trying to go on that ball screen. He was going really hard on that screen, trying to go around the play to keep up with the Golden State Warriors player. But now Curry is on the ground, and hopefully he is okay. And that is the worst news possible for the Warriors, to see Curry down. Hopefully he's okay, but Malik Monk ran right into him, full speed ahead. He was trying to keep up with Clay on the screen because Clay would have got a good look. And they call a foul on Malik Monk, and Curry is down. Hopefully Curry's okay. He's up now, but he is in a lot of pain. I think his ribs, he might have got hit really badly in the ribs. And now they're going over to the monitor to review it. I don't know. I mean, I don't think that he was trying to run into Curry, but he was trying to go around him to be able to keep up with Klay Thompson to not allow him to get an open three. But now you've got Curry in a lot of pain. And if Curry is not healthy or not able to play, then that is bad news for Golden State and would really hamper their chances of being able to win this series. They were doing a great job in this game, and Curry was playing some really good basketball, but that is tough if they are not able to have him in this game. The Warriors need Curry. I mean, he is the bread and butter of their offense. He does so much for the team, shooting threes, passing the ball, even on defense. The Warriors are a much better team when he is out there on defense as well, because of the fact he's such a good player at stealing the basketball, and he just makes it tough on the opposing point guard to be able to make a lot of plays, and that's how he's able to help the Warriors be a great defensive team. But Curry's out on the floor, so he's not going to the locker room or the bench. He is out there on the floor, but you can tell he is in a lot of pain, which is really unfortunate. 1:55 to go in the second quarter, and Curry is on the floor. There's no free throws for Golden State because the Kings aren't in the bonus. They did not call a technical or a flagrant foul on Malik Monk. I did not think it was. I don't think it was a dirty play, but Curry is in a lot of pain nonetheless, and he will have to stay in the game for Golden State to have a chance, and he will stay in the game, but hopefully his discomfort level does not rise. Klay Thompson with the basketball for the Warriors. He drives into the lane, takes a step back too, and he knocks down the shot. What a play by Klay Thompson. That is not an easy shot, and he makes it look effortless. 16 points for Klay, and if Curry is not able to really be effective, he's going to have to step up big time for the Warriors. 58-54, and Malik Monk, he steps out of bounds. So it is Golden State ball. Another turnover by the Kings. The Kings have been a bit turnover prone in this game. 1:35 to go in the second quarter. Golden State 58, Sacramento 54. Draymond Green with the basketball. He inbounds it to Curry. Back to Draymond Green. He's bringing it up the floor. Curry still laboring a bit, looking like he is not 100%. Curry doesn't have that same burst that he normally does. And there's an offensive foul on Golden State. Maybe they called it on the back screen of Looney, or maybe they called it on Klay Thompson for a push-off. I'm not sure, but there is a foul nonetheless on Golden State, and it will be going back the other way for Sacramento. Sacramento's led for the most part in this game, but Golden State has come back and taken the lead. And Golden State's up 4 right before the half with 1:25 to go in the second quarter. But the Kings have a chance here with Curry and Payne, and Klay Thompson's going to the bench to be able to maybe take back the lead in this game right before the half. But who knows what will happen there. Davion Mitchell shoots a three, and he's not able to knock it down. And Looney, he gets the rebound, racking up another board. Curry down the floor, still looks like he's in pain. 1 to go in the second quarter. Curry drives into the lane. Curry kicks in the corner to Draymond Green to Wiggins for 3. Wiggins' shot is off the mark. Looney saves it. Kicks to DiVincenzo to Draymond Green. And Draymond Green all the way to the rim, and he lays it in. 62-54. 50 seconds to go in the second quarter. Malik Monk in the corner. His shot is off the mark. And Wiggins, he has another rebound right there. Wiggins, Looney, all doing a great job on the glass. 30 seconds left in the second quarter. He's trying to drive on Fox. Kicks to Curry. Curry for 3. His shot is short. I don't know if that had to do with his injury potentially from earlier, a few plays ago, but his shot was definitely short there. But regardless, Golden State up 6 with 20 seconds left, and the Warriors are in good shape before the end of this first half. Sabonis into the lane. Kicks to Davion Mitchell. Over to De'Aaron Fox. 10 seconds left. Fox into the lane. Fox goes up strong, and there is a foul on the backside by DiVincenzo. Fox was fading to his left, and he fell a little bit on DiVincenzo. And DiVincenzo making sure that he's okay, and he is. But it looks like there will be 2 free throws for De'Aaron Fox. Very unfortunate play there because DiVincenzo did not mean to foul, but sometimes you are in the wrong place at the wrong time. But De'Aaron Fox, he's having a solid game so far with 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists, 3 of 7 shooting from the three-point line. He is playing some good basketball. His first free throw is up, and it's good. 62-55. And now they're showing some Klay Thompson highlights. Klay Thompson's been shooting some remarkable basketball in this first half from 3, from deep range in the 2-point line as well. Just really confident basketball from Klay Thompson. When you're feeling it, shooting the basketball, it definitely increases your confidence as a player and helps you play even better on defense as well because you're shooting the ball at a high level. But De'Aaron Fox, his second free throw is up, and his second free throw is good. So there's 7 seconds left in this second quarter for the Golden State Warriors to be able to make another shot before the half after Fox's free throw. Fox is doing a good job shooting at the line as well. He's a really good free throw shooter. Warriors to inbound. Curry kicks to Draymond Green up the floor. Draymond Green with the ball. 3 seconds left. Kicks to Curry. 1 second left. Curry with a floater, and Curry's shot almost drops, but he is not able to hit the floater. So it is 60-56, and that is your halftime score. A really good first half between these two teams. You can definitely tell it's the NBA playoffs. The intensity is high. It's game 5. This series is tied 2-2, and this game is also at the Sacramento Kings. So this will be huge for Sacramento to be able to get this win. They really need this win if they want to win this series, but the Golden State Warriors are doing everything they possibly can not to let that happen, and they are leading by 4 points at the half. A really good game between both these teams, and it's going to be very interesting to see what happens in the second half, to see whether the Kings can come back and win or if Golden State will be able to steal a win on the road. But some of these other games that have happened earlier, you had the New York Knicks beating the Cleveland Cavaliers 106-95, and overall, the Cleveland Cavaliers were really disappointing in these NBA playoffs. They were the 4 seed, the Knicks were the 5 seed, and I understand that when you have a 4-5 seed matchup, it's almost like March Madness, how you have the 8-9 seed matchup. Both teams are really close to each other. There's not that much separation in talent level. Both teams are really solid, but Cleveland still was the higher seed. If you're going to lose in a game 7 or a game 6, but they lost already in game 5, losing the series 4-1. That was a bad look for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And the New York Knicks, some people are really buying into the Knicks hype. Are they a team that could go all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals? Could they be a team that maybe wins the Eastern Conference Finals? Who knows? It's going to be very interesting to see what happens with the New York Knicks, how good that they potentially are, and how much success that they possibly could have in these playoffs beyond this first series. It's going to be very interesting for sure. But as someone mentioned earlier, Julius Randle, he's going to have to be okay. Trem Verano, I think, was the one that pointed it out. Hopefully Randle's okay. If he's not, that will be really tough for the Knicks. They really need him out there. But Emmanuel Quickly, solid. Jalen Brunson's been playing fantastic in these playoffs. And you also have R.J. Barrett. So the Knicks are playing great basketball. And Cleveland just did not have enough around Donovan Mitchell. And even Donovan Mitchell really struggled at times as well. And unfortunately for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they are already eliminated. Then you look at the next game. You have the Los Angeles Lakers and the Memphis Grizzlies. The Grizzlies had to have it, and they got it. 116-99, a really good performance from the Memphis Grizzlies overall in a must-win game, or they were eliminated. And it's still crazy to see Memphis, how they were down 3-1. I think a lot of people thought they could win that series. I know some people were buying the Lakers because they got all those trades and they were really starting to improve at the right time. It felt like with LeBron James and Anthony Davis getting healthy, getting D'Angelo Russell, getting Rui Hachimura in the trades, and just the Lakers looking like a better basketball team by the end of the season versus the beginning of the season. And I think that some people felt the Lakers would win. But the Lakers were dominating the series. And yes, Ja Morant, he missed a game, but still, the only game that they had won before tonight was without Ja Morant. When he was in, they were struggling. So it's very interesting there. But finally, the Memphis Grizzlies were able to get a win. And they won 116-99. Very comfortable win over the Los Angeles Lakers. And if they can win the next 2 games, they are not eliminated. They're not out of these playoffs by any stretch of the imagination. They still have a great chance to advance, but they're going to have to get rolling right now, or the Lakers will win that series. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens in that one. And then you have the Bucks and the Heat. The Miami Heat are over the Milwaukee Bucks 3-1 in that series. The Bucks are up by a few points right now. But if Miami can win that game, then Miami will have the series. Giannis missed a few games, which I think definitely played a role. I don't think Miami would be up 3-1 if Giannis was healthy the whole time. But still, injuries play a factor. Injuries play a role, and they have in that series. And Miami's missing Tyler Hero and Victor Oladipo as well. So that's very interesting. That hurts their chances as well. But then you did have Jimmy Buckets with 56 points the other night, and that's what led Miami to victory. So if Miami can get the win tonight, they will advance. But we have a great game here between the Golden State Warriors and the Sacramento Kings. And again, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens because right now, the Golden State Warriors have responded. They're not playing sloppy basketball like they did in the first 2 games of the series here between Sacramento and Golden State. In game 1 and game 2, where Golden State lost both those games, the Warriors were really struggling from the field. They were turning the basketball over and over, not playing well. They were missing a lot of their threes, and they were struggling. But once they got home, game 3, they played fantastic. Game 4, they survived. They were able to win by 1 point because Harrison Barnes, he missed a key 3 late for the Kings that could have put them up 3-1 and maybe ended the series. But now we're tied 2-2, and the Warriors feeling confident winning the last 2 games. They go, and now they're on the road here, and they're up by 4 at the half. So they're not playing like no slouch at all. They're playing some solid basketball, and if they are able to win this game, I think that puts them in the driver's seat to potentially win this series. And I think they can win this game. Even though Sacramento, they are a youthful team, and they have not a lot of experience, which I think hurts them. But I sometimes think that they're just going out there playing at a high level, not thinking about we've been here before. We're just wanting to win. I think helps Sacramento. I think they've been playing great basketball. But they could drop this game. And if they drop this game, then I think Sacramento's chances are going to really fall apart. I don't think that they're going to be eliminated by any stretch of imagination. They can go out there and win game 6 and game 7. They can still win the series. But game 6 is going to be at Golden State. You're going to have to be able to go on the road at Golden State. And the Warriors rarely lose at home. The Kings had their shot in game 4. They could have won that game. If Harrison Barnes 3 had a drop, they win that game, and they're up 3-1. And more than likely, Sacramento is winning the series. But that's not what occurred, unfortunately for them. He missed the shot. Harrison Barnes could not make the shot, and Golden State tied the series. And now Golden State, they smell it. They smell victory in this series ahead of them. And if they can win this game, they have a great chance to win this series. So it's going to be very interesting for sure. But these NBA playoffs have been insane. So many teams are playing at a high level. There have been so many injuries in these NBA playoffs because so many players are playing at a high level. There's been some dirty plays because players are playing at a high level, and just a lot of players getting hit where they shouldn't be, some ejections. We've had it all in these NBA playoffs. We've had ejections. We've had close games. We've had overtime. It's crazy. But it's going to be very interesting to see how these playoffs progress, because it's only going to get better from here. These series are going to get a lot crazier as we go to the second round, the finals, and then you got the actual finals after the Eastern and Western Conference finals. It's going to be crazy. And I'm looking forward to it. I'll definitely be trying to stream some more games. And I really appreciate you guys for being here tonight. Like the stream down below. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. But I really appreciate you guys for being here. You guys make it worth it. And this is a fantastic game. So really appreciate you guys for being here. And we already have the Philadelphia 76ers advancing and the Denver Nuggets, which unfortunately for the Philadelphia 76ers, Joel Embiid is hurt. And if Joel Embiid is not healthy, that will be a massive loss for Philadelphia. Will they be able to advance without Joel Embiid? I don't think so. They're going to have him. But they have advanced past the net, so hopefully he can recover and be back and available for Philly and be able to play at a high level to give them a chance. But you have them advancing. Denver finally put away the Minnesota Timberwolves. That was a good series, even though it was 4-1. Minnesota played really hard, but unfortunately for them, they just fell short in a couple of key games on a couple of last-second shots. They just could not, find a way to win those games. If they had it, they could have taken Denver to the brink, but they did not, and Denver has advanced. The Celtics are a team a lot of people feel could win the whole entire thing with the NBA playoffs. They're a great team. They probably have the deepest team in the NBA, and I'm wondering if they're too deep. I sometimes think they're so deep they don't even want to play all their players because they're trying to go with the best guys on the floor, but they have a deep team. And there's some really good players that are barely playing. You look at someone like Grant Williams. He hasn't even played in some of these series games for them. Mike Muscala doesn't even come off the bench. Peyton Pritchard doesn't even come off the bench. They have a really good team, but they have a great starting five. And then you also have players like Robert Williams, and you also have players like Malcolm Brogdon that come off the bench, Sam Hauser as well. So they have some good players. But Boston is in a dogfight right now with the Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks overall are a team that probably a lot of people did not feel could give the Celtics a series. And Atlanta just won because Trae Young hit a big three. You look at Anthony Edwards. If he had hit a big three for Minnesota against Denver, they could have been still alive in that series, but that's not what occurred. But you had Trae Young hitting a big shot against the Celtics, and now that series is 3-2. And the Celtics, I still think, will win that series, but the Hawks are not going away. And overall, looking at the Celtics are a team that you kind of feel like would easily win that series, and maybe that's going to have some people raise some eyebrows. Are they a team that can win the whole thing? Now, I think maybe the adversity of being in this series could help the Celtics out, potentially not overlook any other teams, play at a high level, find a way to finish the series, and then be able to go from there. I don't think it necessarily means the Celtics aren't a good team, but it is a wake-up call for sure for the Celtics. You can't overlook anybody, and all these teams are really good and want to win. This is going to be interesting for sure. But I think that the NBA playoffs this year have been a lot of fun, and we're nowhere near done. You still have the second round. You still have, again, the final, Eastern Conference Final, Western Conference Finals, the finals. It's so much more basketball action from here. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. But right now, we're still in the first round. We still got a lot of series left. Miami and Milwaukee, Golden State, Sacramento, Memphis, and the Lakers, Celtics, and Hawks. Still so many series left, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see who ultimately moves on to the second round. We have a good idea of who will move on to the second round, but in this series here, we still have a 2-2 series. It could be either the Kings or the Warriors. I could see this one going either way, but this game is going to go a long way in determining who ultimately ends up winning the series. I feel like if Sacramento does not win this game, their chances are very slim If the Warriors don't win this game, I don't think their chances are great, but I do think it's going to make it a lot harder on them for sure because of the fact, even though they're the veteran team, I still feel the Warriors can come back if they lose this game. It's going to be tough to have to go win game 6 at home and then win game 7 on the road. If you're the Kings, if you lose this game, that you would think almost ends their chances because then they're going to have to go on the road at the Warriors and win to survive and stay in the series. It's going to be really tough for sure. So very important game for both teams, but you feel specifically the Sacramento Kings. Jada's here. Thanks for being here, Jada. He says, hi, Jeff. What a night for basketball. How's it going? Canada in the house. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. And it's been a fantastic game so far. Sacramento, they were up by 10 points at one point in the first half, but Golden State came all the way back, and Golden State is now up by 4 at the half, and they have a really good chance to win this game, and that would go a long way for their chances to win this series. Golden State is playing much better basketball, not turning it over and hitting big shots, unlike what they did in game 1 and game 2 that were at Sacramento. But it has been a great night for basketball. You have 4 games. How often does that happen in the NBA on national television? You have 4 games. It is insane. So many great games. I'm sure a lot of people are enjoying them. I know I am, and I really appreciate all you guys for being here. Josh says, who's your pick? That's a good question. I mean, probably coming into this game, I would think that Sacramento would win this game. I still kind of feel like they'll find a way, but right now, Golden State is playing no joke. They're playing at an extremely high level. You can tell they really want to win this game. So I'm kind of going back and forth. I still probably think the Kings will have a good chance to win because the Kings are at home. They've got the home crowd on their side, and I really think that potentially they'll find a way to pull this game out. But Golden State is not making it easy on Sacramento. They're not just handing them the game. So it's crazy. John says, John had a great night in Grizztown for sure, and they had to have it. Ja Morant is a fantastic basketball player, but Ja Morant has to stay healthy in the future for the Grizzlies to have continued success, in the future. He's got to stay healthy. He can't keep putting his body through so much, contact and injury on the floor. But Ja Morant is a great player in Memphis in a must-have game. They won, and now they're down 3-2. They're going to have to win at the Lakers and then at home again with the Grizzlies, but they're not done yet. I think they could do it. But it will be tough for them to win at the Lakers. They definitely did not need to drop a game at home earlier in the series, but they did, and that's why they are in their 3-2 hole that they are. But at least with the win tonight, it gives them a chance, and it continues that series. That's what you got to do. When you're down 3-1, you just have to have the mindset survive and advance. If you win a game, you still have a chance. All you got to do is win 3 games, and you're still in the series. Jada says Bucks are pulling away. I see that. 102-86 is not looking good for the Miami Heat. It looks like they are falling behind for sure. And I think that if Miami's going to have any chance in the series, they're going to have to win Game 6. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're going to have to win Game 6 at home. If not, you feel like Milwaukee will end up running away with that one. Who do you have in that one? Says Jada, good question. I will have to say Bucks right now in this game. I still think the Bucks are going to find a way to win the series. I will have to say that. Even though Miami has done a great job in the series, Giannis has been out. Giannis is back, and Miami is going to have to win Game 6 at home to win that series. They're going to have to. Because if they don't, then you would think that they're probably done. Because I don't think they're going to go on the road in Game 7 and beat Milwaukee. So Miami, I don't think they're out of the series, but Jimmy Buckets had to have 56 points to be able to beat Milwaukee. He's not getting enough production from his teammates. They just don't have enough around him right now. Tyler Hero's out hurt. Victor Oladipo's out hurt. I mean, anything's possible. If Jimmy Butler can go for 60 again, close to 60 points, 50, 60 points, even 40, 45 in Game 6, I think that Miami can win that game and win the series. But Milwaukee, the momentum is back on their side. They get this win tonight. All they got to do is win the next 2 games with Giannis, and then they're going to be able to survive in the series, and then they'll be in some pretty good shape moving on to the next series as long as Giannis stays healthy, because Giannis is very important to their team. They have to have Giannis. I mean, he is a guy that does so much for their team. And Jada, right here, to your point, Jimmy's not playing well tonight. And that's not surprising. I mean, he scored 56 points at home and was able to get the win for the Miami Heat. And now he's tired. I mean, he's exhausted. You saw how tired he was after that game. I mean, probably it's for the best that he's not playing that well. tonight. So maybe he'll play well in game 6. If he has a great game 6, Miami can win the series. So that's probably the best strategy right there. Not have a great game, not exert all your energy, but then come back home and give it all you got in game 6 at home. And if you can do that, if Jimmy Butler can go out there, play at a high level and win the series for the Miami Heat, then I think at that point, Miami can advance, but I don't know if they'll be able to go any further in the playoffs because I just don't think they have enough around him. But still, it'd be really good for them to win a series, but he's going to have to win it for him in that game 6, or if not, it's going to be tough for Miami overall. But the third quarter has just begun in this fantastic game between Sacramento and Golden State. In game 5, 2-2 in the series. Kings with the basketball, really needing a win. De'Aaron Fox gets the ball from Domantas Sabonis. De'Aaron Fox trying to drive on Wiggins. Fox with the step back. Fox's shot is off the mark, and Looney racks up another rebound. He has to be at double-digit boards by now. Jordan Poole, he has the basketball, bringing it up the floor. I think it's very interesting that Draymond Green is not starting for the Warriors. Very interesting there. Curry kicks in the corner to Wiggins, to Klay Thompson for 3, and Klay Thompson's 3 is off of the mark. Kings basketball, 11-10 to go in the third. Up the floor, Sabonis into the lane, kicks to Kevin Huerter. Huerter is in trouble down low, kicks back to Sabonis. Sabonis drives on Curry, takes contact, and what a floater by Domantas Sabonis. 60-58, 10:50 to go in the third quarter. That was a really nice play by Sabonis. Poole down the lane, Poole lays it up and in, but there is a foul on the floor. They are not going to give him any free throws. John says, you think Sacramento can take it all? I definitely think that they can. I still feel like the Warriors have a great shot, but the Kings have to win this game tonight. I don't think if they lose tonight, I don't think they can win the series overall. I think they still have a shot, but they need to win this game because the Warriors more likely you think would win game 6, and then they'll have to win game 7 at home. The Kings will to be able to advance. It's going to be very interesting, though. Curry misses a 3 for the Warriors. Sabonis down the floor. Pushes off a bit on Klay. No foul call. Keegan Murray kicks to Huerter. Huerter shoots a deep 3, and the Kings are back in front. 61-60. What a shot by Kevin Huerter. The Kings fans are back on their feet. 10:20 to go in the third quarter. Klay Thompson down the floor, and he misses the shot. Looney with a rebound. Trying to go up with it back to Klay. Klay with a mid-range 2, and he knocks it down pure. 62-61. Warriors are back in front. Some great basketball action between these two teams. Fox down the floor, and Fox loses the basketball. What a play by Wiggins. Curry up the floor for the Warriors with a 1-point lead. 9:52 to go in the third quarter, and there is a foul on his drive, and Curry will have a couple free throws. Jackson said this one is a nail-biter. I 100% agree with you, Jackson. You are right. Thanks for being here tonight. Thanks, everyone, for being here tonight. Really appreciate it. But what a game we have. Going back and forth. Both fan bases are probably watching this game. Very nervous indeed. 9:52 to go in the third quarter. And Curry, he is a clutch free throw shooter. Never want to put him at the line. He's got 12 points, 1 board, and 4 assists, and his first free throw is good. 63-61. 9:52 to go in the third. Curry now up to 13 points. If he hits this next free throw, it'll put the Warriors back up by 3 points. And his second free throw is up, and it's good as well. So it is 64-61. Sacramento to inbound. Sacramento took the lead for brief, but they have fallen behind by 3 points again. De'Aaron Fox, who started out the game on fire. He's cooled off a bit. It's still impressive that he is playing nonetheless. But what a pass by De'Aaron Fox down to Kevin Huerter, and Huerter lays it in off the glass. It's 64-63 now. Kings have cut to 1. 9:30 to go in the third. Curry thought about the step back 3. Kicks to Looney. Looney to Poole. Poole back to Looney in the lane. Back out to Klay Thompson. Some great passes from the Warriors. Klay misses a 3, but Looney taps the ball out of bounds, and it's off of Sacramento. So just that little bit of effort by Kevon Looney going after the basketball causes the ball to go out of bounds. See, effort level wins you basketball games. And it was close, but I think they might have got the call right. But Klay Thompson on the inbounds lays it in for Golden State, and they're up by 3 again, 66-63. Fox to Huerter, 4-3, and Huerter cannot hit the shot. Looney with the rebound for Golden State. He just keeps on getting rebound after rebound. Jordan Poole with the basketball, dribbling around Sabonis, kicks to Curry in the corner. Curry's three's off the mark, and Huerter with the rebound. Kings down 3, 8:40 to go in the third quarter. De'Aaron Fox blows by Looney, and Fox lays it in. What a play by De'Aaron Fox. He left Kevon Looney in the dust. 8:41 to go in the third quarter. 66-65, Golden State with a 1-point lead. And is there a technical foul on Sacramento? Who knows? Fox laid it in. Oh, I think that they did get a technical on Fox because he said something to the referee saying it was a foul. You could see him verbally saying it, and Curry gets the free throw and he knocks it down. So again, gotta hold, your water. You do not want to get a technical foul there. And Curry, he knocks down that free throw. That point could be very valuable late in the game for Golden State if they do win this game by 1 point based on that technical foul. You don't blame Fox for being upset if he feels like he got fouled, but you just got to be smart. You cannot get technical fouls called on you in that scenario. 8:30 to go in the third quarter. Golden State up 67-65 over Sacramento. Jordan Poole kicks to Looney. Looney being guarded by Sabonis. Curry at the top of the key almost loses the basketball. Fox hounding him on that ball, trying to get the steal. Curry, though, with the pure floater. 69-65, and Curry, he still got it, still playing at a high level. What a play there by Curry. Now Fox into the lane, taking on 3 defenders, and De'Aaron Fox lays it in. How did he do that? That was an incredible play by De'Aaron Fox. He took on 3 defenders. He goes up strong, lays it in, and one. Taking so much contact there. De'Aaron Fox, he is playing a great game. Besides the mistake getting a technical foul, he is doing all of the right things in this game for the Sacramento Kings. He's got 21 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. His 3 stopped falling, and he's driving into the lane and doing a great job getting to the rack. And Klay Thompson now has 4 fouls. So you're taking a guy that's been shooting the basketball at an extremely high level out of the ball game for a little bit. 4 fouls on Klay Thompson. He's got 20 points. And De'Aaron Fox, his free throw is up, and his free throw is good. So it's 69-68. Sacramento has cut down the Warriors' lead 2-1, 8:10 to go in the third quarter. And De'Aaron Fox, he is starting to ratchet up the points. He is scoring a lot, and he's doing a great job in this game. He's got 22 points. Curry has 17 points. Curry with the basketball swings over to Looney. Warriors up by 1. 2 pull. What a pass by Kevon Looney to pull on that back screen, and he lays it in. 71-68. Huerter in the corner. His 3 is in and out. He had that shot. It looked good from the corner, but it just rattled in and out. Now Curry on the other end, dancing around Keegan Murray. Gets a screen from Draymond Green. Curry to Green. Green in the corner to Andrew Wiggins for 3, and Wiggins knocks down the 3, 74-68. And now the Warriors are up by 6. 7:30 to go in the third quarter. Fox over to Keegan. Sabonis for 3, and his shot is short. Looney with another rebound to Jordan Poole. The Warriors are running the floor. They're gaining confidence as we speak, and pull down the lane, lays it in. 76-68. What a play by Jordan Poole. 7:14 to go in the third, and that is a timeout by the Kings. And I do not blame them. The Warriors are starting to blow it open a bit. The Warriors are starting to play some high-level basketball right now. That is a fantastic drive by Jordan Poole, getting all the way to the rim and laying it in. Curry's playing well. Jordan Poole's playing well. They're having a lot of players playing at a high level right now. And the Warriors, they can do that to you. They can go on an offensive flurry. They can blitz you with 3s, getting to the rim. Even though they have a lot of older players, they can still drive, and they are still a quick team overall, and they do a great job off ball screens. It's going to be interesting without Klay Thompson. He's got 4 fouls, but they're doing a solid job without him overall. Jackson Johnson, and now it's not a nail-biter. That's funny. I agree with you 100%, Jackson. It went from really close to not, but there's still a lot of time in this game. And you feel like Sacramento will find a way to get back in this game, try to cut down the lead of the Warriors and get right back in it. And they're going to have to. I think the Kings need this game more than the Warriors. They have to win this game because Game 6 is at the Warriors. You do not want to lose and allow the Warriors to be up 3-2 in the series and then have a game at home. That would be disastrous for Sacramento. And look, Milwaukee up 102-94. Miami's cutting it a little bit. Very interesting there as well to see if Miami can make a run in that game in the fourth quarter. But so much great NBA playoff action. I really appreciate all you guys for being here tonight. It's been a fantastic game. We're only in the third quarter. There's still 19 minutes to go, barring overtime. Who knows? We've seen so many overtime games. You never know. We might have overtime again. But this game has been back and forth. Kings have led still for the majority of the game, but the Warriors now have been leading for a while now. At the end of the second quarter, they took the lead. And now they're up right now in the third quarter as well. Now up by 8 points. And they are playing some great basketball on the offensive end. They have 76 points with 19 minutes left in the game. They're going to probably be way over 100, you would feel like. And that is a good sign because when the Warriors are shooting the ball at a high level, that usually means that their defense is going to start playing better as well. That's when they just start playing all around some better basketball, when they're doing a great job, being able to make shots. The Golden State Warriors making shots just propels them to play better in other areas of the game. That's when they get their back screens going. That's when they start playing great defense. When their shots aren't falling, their energy level collapses, and then they really suffer overall as a basketball team. I think that since their threes are falling in this game, that's definitely why they are up. But still, their defense isn't doing good enough. Golden State's got, 76 points, but they're only up 8, and Sacramento's got 68 points right now with 7:14 to go in the third. So both teams kind of struggling on the defensive end. I think there has been a lot of effort, but there has been a lot of great offense from both of these teams overall. And it's going to be very interesting to see for sure as we finish up this game who ends up going on that last offensive run or who really does a great job clamping down on the defensive side of the ball to be able to get this win for sure. Potentially the team that plays better on the defensive side of the ball is going to get this win. I think that could go a long way. The defense is still really important in the NBA. You have to be a good defensive team. Offense rules the day, and you have to have a great offensive team. But if you are still defending at a high level and you can slow down the other team, it definitely will help you win games. But Sacramento, they have 4 timeouts left. Golden State has 5. So still plenty of timeouts for both teams, but the Kings had to use one there because now they're down by 8 points. 7 to go in the third. And Davion Mitchell, he's trying to get the ball down low to Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes trying to make a move. He goes up strong. There is a foul on Andrew Wiggins. Oh, that's an interesting question. Josh says, Jeff, who's your pick for smartest player in playoffs? That's a really interesting question. That's a good question. Harrison Barnes has not scored in this game. He could score his first points at the line. I don't know. I mean, Marcus Smart is a smart player. I mean, his last name's Smart, and he is very smart. I don't know if he's been the smartest this time around, but he still does so many great things on the defensive end. He's a really improving offensive player. So I think that overall, he's definitely a guy that you could have as one of the smartest players. I mean, Trae Young is really smart. I mean, he hit a big shot. I don't know. I mean, that's a good question, though. I mean, Draymond Green, he plays really hard. That was not a smart play with Sabonis. But, I mean, when he's not doing, things to get him in trouble, he's a smart player. But I think that Marcus Smart still has to be toward the top. There is a lot of players for sure that are really smart. Harrison Barnes, that's a good question for sure. Harrison Barnes, he hits both free throws, so it's 76-70. Now Golden State, they lost the ball, but they got it back. But Poole is blocked by Sabonis. Now you have Sacramento running the floor. Harrison Barnes in the lane, fresh off those 2 free throws made. He turns the basketball over there, Poole to Curry, and Curry lays it in. Curry's a smart player as well, but he had a very bad play calling that timeout like Chris Webber. So definitely can't have him either this playoff. 78-70. After that play, the Warriors are up by 8 again. Sabonis to Davion Mitchell. Mitchell's 3 is no good. Mitchell, though, with the offensive rebound. The shortest player on the floor, he gets the rebound. And Fox, he misses a 3. He is starting to struggle from the outside. Now you've got Draymond Green with the basketball. Kicks to Curry. Curry tried to get it down low, and that's a bad mistake. De'Aaron Fox with the steal. Not a good play there. No opening to Draymond Green down low. Harrison Barnes into the lane, and there is a foul on Golden State. So you definitely see Harrison Barnes trying to get more involved in this game, trying to drive into the lane. For sure, when you are playing some really good offense overall with your teammates, sometimes it goes over to you, and Harrison Barnes has not been playing good offense so far, but now he's hit 2 free throws, and you can see his aggressiveness starting to increase because of his teammates' aggressiveness. It definitely can rub off. Barnes, he hits the first, and now all of his points are at the line, and he's got 3 points now. 5:46 to go. Jada says Jimmy coming back for sure. Miami's only down 6. I mean, it's very interesting there. They're making a run. They're definitely not out of that game by a long shot. There's still plenty of time in that game. And if Miami can somehow win that series, that would be unbelievable. And so many Milwaukee Bucks fans would be so upset. I mean, for sure, they'll definitely say Giannis' injuries are the reason. And they're right. I mean, you definitely cannot discredit that. But that would be a massive loss in that series, especially the fact that it's at Milwaukee. If Milwaukee's going to lose a series, it should be in Game 6 with Miami at home, and maybe Jimmy Butler's another big game. This game's at Milwaukee. You can't have that happening. But like you said, Jimmy's coming back. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. But right now, in this game, 5:46 to go in the third quarter, we've got Golden State up on Sacramento 78-71. Sacramento, their offense has not been doing bad, but it's not the flurry that we saw in that first quarter when Keegan Murray and De'Aaron Fox were on fire from 3. They have cooled off a bit, still playing some solid basketball, but Golden State's the team that's making the shots now. Golden State still rebounding at a high level. Kevon Looney, he seems to be snatching up every loose ball, every rebound, and that's great for the Warriors getting all those rebounds to get extra possessions. He's even been getting some offensive rebounds as well. And I just think overall, Golden State has been playing a bit harder than Sacramento. Sacramento's doing a good job, but Sacramento's going to have to increase their effort if they do want to win this game and this series, because if they lose this game, they're in a lot of hot water. You're going to be down 3-2, and then you got to go on the road at Golden State. Not saying you're done. I'm not saying they have no chance, but that's going to be extremely difficult. And their chances of being able to win this series go down dramatically. But for Miami, they're only down by 6 points right now with Milwaukee on the road. That would be insane if they could somehow win that game. Now Milwaukee's up by 7, 104-97. So very interesting there overall. But the Golden State Warriors right now up 78-71 on the Sacramento Kings. And the Miami Heat are down 97-104 on the Milwaukee Bucks. We have some great playoff action, and tonight has been one of the biggest nights of the NBA playoffs because of the fact that you have 4 games on TV. 2 of them have already finished up. You had a big win for the Memphis Grizzlies, Los Angeles Lakers, and a big win for the New York Knicks over the Cleveland Cavaliers. So 2 games are done, and you still got 2 more to go. And I really appreciate you guys for being here tonight. It's been a lot of fun so far. We're not done yet. We've got a lot of great playoff action tonight left to go with these last 2 games, but it should be a lot of fun to see who gets these wins. The Golden State up 78-71. Can Sacramento be able to make a comeback and be able to win this game? I think they have to win this game. Like I said, I don't think that they can go on the road and have a great chance of being able to beat Golden State. I think they could do it, but if you can't beat, the Warriors on your own floor, it's going to be very hard to be able to beat them on their floor. So Sacramento's going to have to get on it. They have a great basketball team. It's very young. They have a lot of youth, but they definitely have confident youth. They have confident talent, and they're going out there and playing really well. But right now, they are in a little bit of a deficit right now, down by 7 points, 78-71. But I think that the Kings still have another free throw left to go. 5:46 to go in the third quarter. Kevon Looney, he is on the bench right now, but what effort he has been displaying for Golden State with all of those rebounds. He's doing a great job on the glass, and a big reason why the Warriors are winning. And Barnes, he does hit the second free throw, so he has 4 points. All from the line at 78-72. 5:40 to go in the third. Dante DiVincenzo has been inserted into the game for Golden State. He's had some nice moments. But Draymond Green to Gary Payton. What a pass by Draymond Green. And that's what he does provide for the Warriors. Some great passing at times. He does a lot of the small things for Golden State. 80-72. 5:20 to go in the third. You've got Harrison Barnes driving to the lane. Andrew Wiggins is on. Barnes goes up strong, and he lays it in off the glass and one. What a play by Harrison Barnes. And again, he hits some free throws, and his confidence is building. That's a good sign for Sacramento. 80-74. He now has 6 points. If you can get Harrison Barnes involved and find a way to get Keegan Murray back in rhythm and De'Aaron Fox starts to hit some big shots, that could go a long way for Sacramento to win this game here. Again, Harrison Barnes was struggling on the offensive end, but now he has 7 points all in this quarter. 80-75. And Andrew Wiggins now has 4 fouls. That's tough. Him and Klay Thompson both have 4 fouls, but Wiggins is staying in the game. Draymond Green with the ball at the top of the key. Kicks to DiVincenzo for the slam dunk, and another good pass by Draymond Green. 82-75. Warriors up 7, under 5 to go in the third. Davion Mitchell being guarded by Stephon Curry. Now Harrison Barnes being guarded by DiVincenzo. Davion Mitchell with the ball, driving into the lane. He goes up strong and he lays it in off the glass. 82-77. A really good play there. Golden State maintaining a 5-point lead, but Davion Mitchell's provided some solid offense for the Kings. And Draymond Green down the lane draws a foul, and there's 4:37 to go in this third quarter, and Draymond Green will have a couple of free throws. With Draymond Green getting more involved in the offensive end, he's had a couple of great passes, and now he's getting himself to the foul line, which is smart basketball overall. When you are down in a game and you're not shooting the basketball as well as you were earlier in the game, you got to get to the line. But Draymond Green, he misses the first free throw. Still 82-77, and you got to make your free throws. The Warriors, they have missed a couple free throws. I think the Kings have as well. And sometimes when you're in a close game, sometimes free throw difference is what ends up losing the game for you. Look at the Raptors. DeMar DeRozan's daughter, a lot of people said impacted that game. Still, the Raptors missing all of those free throws, and they lost that game to the Chicago Bulls. You got to make your free throws, especially in a close game. 82-77. Draymond Green will have one more free throw, and his second free throw is up, and his second free throw is good. Draymond Green can shoot free throws. He's not the greatest free throw shooter in the world, but he can knock them down, and he split the pair there. So it's 83-77. Warriors up by 6. 4:30 to go. Sabonis now has 4 fouls for the Kings. So again, the fouls are ratcheting up for both ball clubs. And Malik Monk with the basketball, trying to swing over to De'Aaron Fox. He does, and Fox with the touch on the floater. Can't get it to go, but Lynn with the offensive rebound and tap back. 83-79. Lynn by far the biggest player on the floor, and he took advantage of his size advantage there. 4:10 to go in the third. DiVincenzo to Draymond Green. Over to Curry. Curry in the lane, takes another rebound. Curry for 3, and his three's off. 2 great looks for Curry. Surprising he did not hit either. Now the Kings up the floor. Kings trying to drive in the lane. Malik Monk, and he lays it in off the glass. Kings fans are starting to get loud again. 83-81. Kings only down by 2. 3:40 to go in the third. Starting to get to crunch time. Jordan Poole over to Looney. Looney with the ball, kicks back to Jordan Poole, back to Looney. Looney drives in the lane, and Looney lays it in off the glass. That's a good play by Looney. Shielded his body, took the contact, and laid it in. No foul call there. He's got 4 points and 18 rebounds. Again, I love Kevon Looney's stat lines. It's crazy. Kings miss on the other end. Down the floor, pull back to Curry. Curry lays it in off of the rim, and it goes in. 87-81. What a play there from Curry to pull back to Curry. Now De'Aaron Fox in the lane, almost loses it to Mitchell in the corner, and Davion Mitchell's 3 is off the mark, and Looney with his 19th board. DiVincenzo to Jordan Poole for 3, and Poole's 3's off. If he had to hit that, I could have put them up by 9. That would have been huge for the Warriors, but Sacramento back down the floor. 2:52 to go in the third. I think they call a foul on the Warriors down low. Not sure if it was on Looney or who it was on, but there is a foul nonetheless. And Golden State is up 87-81. 2:52 to go in the third quarter. I think Harrison Barnes might be at the foul line. Maybe the Warriors are already in the bonus. I think that they are. Maybe they called it on Curry. I'm not 100% sure who they called it on, but it does not matter because Harrison Barnes is at the line for 2 free throws to potentially cut this lead down. His first free throw is up, and his first free throw swishes on in. 87-82. 2:52 to go in the third. Kings are trying, but every time the Kings get close, the Warriors just keep on making big buckets. So the Warriors are keeping them at bay. But Curry's on the bench now. This could be the opportunity for the Kings. When the Warriors do not have Curry on the floor, that's when they do struggle. That's when they definitely do not play as well on either side of the floor. But Harrison Barnes, his second free throw is up, and it's good as well. He now has 9 points and a rebound. All 9 points that he has scored are in this quarter. He's definitely starting to heat up a bit. Most of his points are at the line, but he's been really aggressive getting to the line. Very smart basketball being played by Harrison Barnes. 2:40 to go in the third quarter. pull to Draymond Green. Draymond Green goes up strong, and he somehow lays it in. That is an unbelievable play by Draymond Green. He's going out there looking like he's a guy that scores 30 on a regular basis. What a play by Draymond Green over Trey Lyles. Takes the contact, and he somehow got that shot to fall. That is a fantastic play by Draymond Green. He's starting to get fired up in this game. 14 points, 2 boards, and 7 assists for him. And when Draymond Green uses his energy for positive on the floor, doing positive things, he's a really good player. But he misses that free throw there. Still 89-83. Got to make your free throws. 2:30 to go in the third quarter. De'Aaron Fox with the basketball. Swings over to Malik Monk in the lane. Malik Monk taking contact. He almost got an and one, but his shot did not drop, but he still will have free throws. That would have been a big play for Sacramento if Malik Monk would have been able to get that and one, but he could not get that layup to fall. It was so close, but he will have 2 free throws. 2:29 to go in the third quarter. We're getting really down to crunch time. Still 1 quarter to go, but late in the third, and Malik Monk misses the first. So missed free throws from both squads. You got to make your free throws. You cannot miss free throws, especially in a big game like this. Malik Monk only with 2 points, 2 boards, and assists. He's not having a great game, but he does hit the second, so he's got 3 points now. Far cry for Malik Monk from the 32 he had in game 1 when the Kings were able to win by 3 points. But he has 3 points, still contributing a little bit. But Jordan Poole in the lane, and Jordan Poole, he thought he was fouled, and the ball is off of Poole, they say. They say it's off of the Warriors. So it's Sacramento basketball. 89-84, 2:17 to go in the third. Fox up the floor. 2:10 to go in the third. Fox in the lane takes a mid-range shot. It's good, 89-86. And the Kings, just like that, have cut it to 3, and there is a timeout for the Warriors. And you do have Milwaukee up on Miami, 108-101. There's 4 to go in the fourth quarter in that game. It does look like maybe Milwaukee might hold on. And if they win that game, then they'll be able to cut it to 3-2. But they're still going to have to win the rest of the games if they want to win the series. Miami, if they win game 6, then they'll be able to win the series. Even though I know a lot of people, again, will say it's because Giannis was out. But it is what it is. I mean, you look at some of these other playoff series. What if Paul George and Kawhi Leonard were healthy? That definitely could have helped the Clippers beat the Suns, but they just did not have them both, especially Paul George the whole time, and they lost Kawhi Leonard halfway through the series. It's very unfortunate. But injuries are what they are, and they can sometimes come at the most unfortunate time for a basketball team when you're in the NBA playoffs, and you have to have your full collection of players if you want to be able to win a series, because the other team, they have all their players, and they're going to all play at a high level. So it's very unfortunate for a lot of these teams in these playoff series. But Miami, they've cut it to 5, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. But Golden State maintaining a 3-point lead over Sacramento, but Sacramento will not go away. They're doing everything they can to win this series. They know they have to win this game or they'll be in bad shape overall. But right now, 2:10 to go in the third, 89-86. Giannis Butler, he's got 30. Jimmy Butler starting to heat up. And that's a great sign for Miami. They could finish off the Milwaukee Bucks right now in this series if they can somehow win. And Jimmy Butler having 30 points is huge after his incredible 56-point game. But it will be interesting. Thanks for the update there. Josh has come back down by 5. It's crazy there. Definitely be keeping an eye on that game. But Draymond Green with the ball. Swings over to Klay Thompson. He misses the shot, but Looney with another rebound. Curry kicks over to Wiggins. Wiggins is driving the lane, takes a mid-range 2, and he knocks it down. What confidence from Andrew Wiggins. 91-86, and Looney with 20 rebounds now. It is unbelievable how many rebounds Looney just keeps on grabbing. His effort level on the glass is insane, especially for a guy that does not provide that much on the offensive end. He almost turns over the Kings, and is there an offensive foul on Sacramento? I'm not sure, but I think that they do call an offensive foul on the Sacramento Kings. That is not a good look there for Sacramento. They really needed that shot to drop. They're down by 5. And now you've got the Warriors with the basketball again. 1:33 to go in the third quarter. I think they called a foul as well on Sacramento. So they called, maybe it was an over and back, and Draymond Green, he's at the line. And his first free throw is up, and he misses another free throw. Draymond Green really struggling at the line. These free throws could come back to bite the Warriors. Got to make your free throws, but he is struggling at the line. He's doing a lot of other things well, but Draymond Green is not making his free throws. His second free throw is up, but that one does drop. So it's 92-86. Warriors are up by 6. He's got 15 points, 2 rebounds, and 7 assists for Draymond Green. Malik Monk is really struggling in this game. Drives in the lane, and as I say that, he scores. Nice play by Malik Monk. That could maybe help his confidence. 92-88. 1:15 to go in the third quarter. Curry with the basketball. It's always a danger with Curry with the ball in his hands out the top of the key. You never know what he's going to do with it, getting a three. Klay Thompson with the ball. Gets a screen from Kevon Looney, and Klay Thompson hits a three. Klay and Curry both hitting big threes. It's incredible. What a shot by Klay Thompson. 95-88. 55 seconds left in the third. Malik Monk with the ball being guarded by Kevon Looney. Malik Monk kicks out to Trey Lyles. Lyles over to De'Aaron Fox. Back to Malik Monk. In the lane, Monk goes up, and his shot drops again. And Malik Monk starting to hit some big buckets here. Nice shot after nice shot by Malik Monk. 95-90. 38 seconds left in the third. Curry with the ball, driving into the lane. Kicks to Looney in the corner to Draymond Green. And Draymond Green for three. And Draymond Green's having a good offensive game here. He's got 18 points, 7 assists. How often does Draymond Green have 18 points? He usually has like 9 points, 9 assists, 8 boards, but 19 points for Draymond Green. And he just hit a big three in the corner. Malik Monk with a step back, kicks to Lynn, and there's a turnover, I think, and it is Wiggins with the ball up the floor. 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Draymond Green directing traffic at the top of the key. 5 seconds left. Draymond Green, he loses the ball, though. There's 1 second left, and there is a foul on De'Aaron Fox, and De'Aaron Fox is mad. He thought that he went after the ball cleanly and got a steal potentially on Draymond Green, but they do call a foul on De'Aaron Fox, and he is upset. I don't blame him for being upset. He was trying to go after that ball, but he is frustrated. Giannis' 2-point game. Yeah, Miami and Milwaukee, it's getting really close in that game. But Fox, he was so mad. He said, come on, man. And Trey Lyles had to calm him down. But Draymond Green with 18 points and 7 assists. His free throw is up, the first one, and it's good. Now he's got 19 points, 99-90. And the Warriors are in great shape, potentially going into this fourth quarter. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens for sure. 1 second left in the third. And you have Draymond Green at the line that could potentially put Golden State up by 10 points at the end of the third. Who knew that would happen after the Kings led by 10 at one point earlier in this game? But now you have the Golden State Warriors coming all the way back, and now they're up still only by 9 points. Draymond Green, he misses another free throw, and again, he has missed several, but he's still playing really good basketball. But 99-90, end of the third. And we have a great fourth quarter on tap. But if the Golden State Warriors can somehow steal a road win at the Sacramento Kings, that would go a long way for the Warriors being able to win this series. They'll be up 3-2, and then they have a game at home. They could finish it off at home. It's going to be crazy. Josh says we're tied with Jimmy. Unbelievable there. The Miami Heat and the Milwaukee Bucks is getting really interesting as well. 113-113. Will the Miami Heat find a way to finish the Milwaukee Bucks? They have a great chance. That would be unbelievable if the Miami Heat with Jimmy Buckets being able to lead that team that's depleted with injuries. No one thinks they have a shot. Can he do it? That would be incredible for sure. We've got 2 great basketball games on right now. Some great NBA playoff action. It's been so much fun. I really appreciate all you guys for being here, but it's going to be really interesting to see what happens for sure. 99-90, end of the third quarter for Golden State Sacramento, and 113-113. Miami and Milwaukee are tied over there on NBA TV. Gonna be very interesting to see what happens. Golden State Sacramento on TNT. Both games on at the same time. It's so hard to keep up with both, but what a night of NBA playoff action. You've got 2 games on at the same time. There were a couple of good games earlier, even though they weren't that close. Those games were not very close at all. The Knicks and Cavs, the Knicks won and into that series, but the Grizzlies staying alive over the Lakers. Now that they're down 3-2 in that series, but we got 2 great games here. Josh says, Jeff, what a game they're going to do. It's going to be interesting. Can Miami beat Milwaukee? That would be incredible. No one thought that was possible. I do not think coming in. Now, no one was expecting Giannis to get hurt, and it's unfortunate, but at least he was able to come back. But Milwaukee should win this game. They have Giannis. They're at home. They are down 3-1 in the series. That's motivation enough to play really well. But maybe the pressure's on. Maybe that is what's causing the issue there. But right now, got a really close game between those two teams. And for Sacramento, if they lose, they're not eliminated, but it would feel like it because they're going to be down 3-2 on the Warriors, and then they're going to have to go on the road to play at Golden State in Game 6. That is disastrous for Sacramento. They really need to find a way to clamp down and get this win. But it's going down to the wire with Miami, Milwaukee. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens for sure. Wally Peroso, thanks for being here. Really appreciate you for stopping by. Thanks for being here. Pajada's really thinking Miami's got a chance. We have got some great games on. It is some great basketball action. 113, Miami and Milwaukee with 48 seconds left. And at the beginning of the fourth quarter is about to start for Golden State and Sacramento. Golden State is up by 9 points on the Sacramento Kings right now. Kings really need a win to be able to help themselves win this series, because if they lose, they're going to have to go at the Warriors down in the series. That is bad news. It's going to be very interesting for sure. Mike Brown, he knows how important this fourth quarter is for his Sacramento Kings team. They're at home. They have their fan base on their side. They're hungry for a playoff series when they have not won a playoff series since 2004, the longest drought in the NBA playoffs for any NBA team. But Golden State with the basketball, they're up 99-90. Klay Thompson has it. 11:45 to go in the fourth. Gary Payton, he has the ball. Kicks back over to Andrew Wiggins, to Klay Thompson in the corner. Klay Thompson's shot is off, but he had a great look, and the ball is off of the Golden State Warriors. It's getting really interesting. Sorry about that. I had a little bit of internet issues there, but thanks still for being here. But like you said, it's going to be very interesting what happens. Jimmy Buckets, can he lead Miami to victory? But the Warriors, the ball was off of them, so it's still 99. Still having some internet issues. Really sorry, guys, about that. But Sabonis, he scores the two. 99-92, a really good play by Sabonis there. The Warriors on the other end, they missed the shot. And now the Kings are going back up the floor. Josh says Jimmy's going to do it. He's really confident in Jimmy Buckets. Now on the other end, Sabonis, he is fouled down low. So the Kings are down by 7 right now. But could be, I don't think there's free throw. I don't know if he was on a shot, but it could have been a shot. We'll have to see what they call there. But Milwaukee's now up by 2 on Miami, 115-113. Will Milwaukee hold on and stay alive in the series and cut it down to 3-2? It's going to be very interesting for sure. But Malik Monk down the lane, and they do call a foul on the Golden State Warriors. And oh no, Malik Monk is clutching his leg. Hopefully he's okay. He drove into the lane hard, and there was a lot of contact, and he is on the ground. You never want to see a player get hurt. 10:51 to go in the fourth quarter. Let's see what happened. Malik Monk, he fell. Ooh, he hurt his leg when he fell, and it kind of caught on him. I hope he's okay. I hope he didn't tear an ACL or anything. You never know. I mean, you don't want to think that there is an ACL there, but you never know. ACLs are very easy to tear these days. It seems like with the amount of physicality in the league, and when you're going up in the air and you land, just a little twitch of the knee could be all she wrote. And hopefully Malik Monk's okay. They're trying to work his leg right now, see if he can get up, and he's trying to get up, and he is in a lot of pain. But it doesn't look like it's that bad. He's walking off the floor, so maybe he avoided the dreadful ACL tear. I hope so. I definitely do not want to see Malik Monk knocked out of the game and have a torn ACL. He definitely fell hard, and his leg, both legs really fell awkwardly. But man, Sorry again. I'm sorry about that, but definitely you're going to have, if Malik Monk's out of the game, you're going to have some more contribution from other players. Malik Monk, he's still in the game. You a lot of pain. Sorry about the internet issue. I'm really sorry about that. Still having some problem, but I'm back again. Like I was saying, you're Trent Veranu. There was no malicious intent there, but like you said, they need Monk to win anything. He is a very important bench player for the Sacramento Kings. He's a guy that does so many things type player. He's just a spark plug off the bench. But if he's not healthy, that will be an issue for the Sacramento Kings. They really need him overall. But he definitely is trying to stay out there. Looks a little banged up. But on the other end, Gary Payton off the Kevon Looney pass. What a dunk there. 101-93. Golden State is up by 8. 10-20 to go in the fourth quarter. De'Aaron Fox with the basketball. He tried to go up with the floater. Looks like it was partially blocked and a lot of contact down there on the other end. The ball, they do call it off of the Warriors, but so much contact down there. You see it for. But that was a very good pass from Looney to Payton, and definitely the Warriors offense is doing a really good job overall. Now you've got the Kings driving in. Fox misses the jump shot. Now you've got Gary Payton with the basketball. He ends up with the rebound. But the 21 rebounds of Kevon Looney have been huge. He has been playing some fantastic basketball for the Warriors on the glass. A big reason why they're winning. He is a fantastic rebounder on the offensive and defensive side. His effort is incredible. And Curry, he loses the ball out of bounds, but they are going to call it off of the Kings. So it's still 101-93. The Warriors are up by 8 points, 9:27 to go. John says Jimmy missed the three. That's tough, but Miami's down by 1. I see 116, 117, 6 seconds to go. It's going to be very interesting to see if Miami can win. But Klay Thompson, he misses a three, but Gary Payton right there, and he lays in. Gary Payton's a solid player as well. He does a lot of small things for the Warriors as well with putbacks, just like Looney does and Draymond Green, a very tough player. You got to have those type players next to your stars. Good play by Gary Payton. 103-93. The Warriors are up by 10. Harrison Barnes drives into the lane. Harrison Barnes misses the shot. Sabonis with the ball, and there's a top with Gary Payton and Sabonis. And again, Gary Payton playing extremely hard. You love to see it if you're a Warriors fan. You have Gary Payton. You also have Looney and Green. All those players play so hard trying to get rebounds and stripping the ball. They do a great job for the Warriors next to Curry and Klay and Poole. Those are your best shooters, but a really good play for the Warriors, doing a great job there. Keeping up with the Miami, Milwaukee, and Kyle with a mad steal. It's going to be very interesting. Can Miami find a way to win? They're down by 1 right now. Can they win? So, and you've got Gary Payton on the floor. He kicks it to Curry, and there's another top. Gary Payton's upset. He thought he had that basketball, and I think you can make an argument that he did, but they're going to call that one was with Gary Payton, but they definitely are going to call it top. It looked like he had the ball. I mean, he had the ball all the way in his hands, and Malik Monk was reaching, and that to me is a foul on Malik Monk, but they called a top. So it's going to be very interesting to see. Curry, he's not very happy, and Gary Payton's trying to go over there and get Curry so he will not get in trouble. You do not want to get a technical foul because the refs call something you don't like. You got to stay composed. That is the smart way to play basketball. But They do give the ball to the Warriors, so maybe they did call a foul. I agree. I think it was a foul on Malik Monk. Thankfully, Malik Monk is okay and still out on the floor. Curry with the basketball, driving on Keegan Murray. Curry all the way to the rim, and Curry lays it in. 105-93. That's a fantastic play by Stephon Curry. He is still capable of blowing by younger players all the way to the rim. That's a great play. Curry with 23 points. Malik Monk on the other end, though. Big shot there, and it's a 10-point deficit yet again for we need to get going on it right now. Malik Monk now up to 10 points. He's starting to get going for Sacramento, but the Warriors definitely are leading by a really good amount in this game. And the Kings are struggling. The Kings do steal the basketball from the Warriors, though. Malik Monk with the ball. He's driving into the lane again with a lot of contact, and I think that he is fouled, and he will have a couple of free throws. So that more. But right now, the Warriors are up by 10 points, which is not ideal. That is not ideal. And Malik Monk, he hits the first free throw right there. So it's 105-96. 8. I'm so sorry about the internet issues. I'm still really struggling with it right now, but we have a great game on deck right here. The War. I have no idea what's going on. Freezing. Sorry about that, guys. We have a really good these two basketball game here, guys. I'm really trying to fix the. It's 107 to 103. Golden State over Sacramento, 6:50 to go. This is a fantastic basketball game, but I'm really having some internet issues. I'm trying to fix the problems right here, but Malik Monk, he has up to 16 points. Josh says, Jimmy, Jeff Todd, what a shot seeing my crazy basketball. I'm having some crazy internet issues as well. Basketball games that are being played right now between these two. Fantastic for sure. An awesome basketball. Really appreciate you guys for sticking it out. Sorry about the internet issues. I'm really trying to fix them. But it's some great basketball. Jimmy Butler quarter. It's insane basketball. 118 to 118. Miami and Milwaukee are in overtime. It's unbelievable. Going to 107. Right as well, Trim. Right, yeah, my game is freezing on me. It's not just you. Yeah, something's going on. I have no idea, but what game internet I got, and it's not working at all. But I really just keeps on freezing, not working at all whatsoever. But it is what it is. But man, some great basketball with these NBA playoff games. Really wish the internet is the NBA playoffs, the first round, and it's on internet gets has not been working that well overall. Trying to figure out how to make it work a little bit better. Yeah, via Ohio State, I have Spectrum. My internet just went out a bit ago for about 20 minutes. Maybe that's the problem. I'm surprised that I'm not hurt, but that scrambled right now. Via Ohio State is back on now, so hopefully it will continue to work. But man, that was bad and off. I think that definitely roll. Spectrum was not cooperating in any way, shape, or form. Johnson, this is crazy. No internet. I mean, it's insane. I've never had this amount of internet trouble before. I mean, it's like going off. The Ohio State forgot to say that. Thanks for being. He says I had to reset the modem 2 or 3 times. Yeah, I definitely could see that. I mean, I did not have to reset anything, thankfully, but it just kept going on and off. I was trying to get closer to the internet store. It wouldn't matter. I was going all over the place. I unplugged a mic. I was moving around the different room. It wasn't not working. I was trying to get it to work, but hopefully we are back in action now. No more internet issues. Definitely a lot of issues there, but I really appreciate you guys for sticking it out. Hopefully the rest of the way we will be okay. The Ohio State said the Heat have made an amazing comeback on the Bucks for sure. It has been crazy. Also, the Bucks season is literally on the line. I agree. If they lose, I mean, that would be a massive upset. Yes, Giannis missed several games, and that's why the Heat are winning the series right now. But now you're at home. You would think if somehow Miami was able to win the It looks like the internet is just going to keep on messing up. It just messed up again. Internet is acting up tonight for everyone. Yeah, and these games are crazy as well. I'm trying to finish this game, but it's not letting me. It looks like it's trying to get me to finish early. But again, really appreciate you guys for sticking out. I apologize so much. The Ohio State's that Jimmy Butler put up another 40 points. Jimmy Pace free, says Jackson. I did it again. It just keeps on going away. 107 to 104. Golden State over Sacramento. Lane kicks to Sabonis. Sabonis loses the ball, but there is a foul. Trent Bronson Green's shot, painting a target on him with the refs. Yes, sometimes he goes overboard, and that's why they're, it's easier for them to call fouls on him because of sure. I think that they well, it's definitely doing it to me now because it just keeps going out and then coming back like 30 seconds later. Goes out, comes back. It's insane. 107 to 105. Sacramento hits a free throw. Jada says buckets. Right there for sure. Jimmy Buckets is on fire. I mean, I just keep on freezing. It's up and it's good as well. 107 to 106, 5:40 to go in the fourth quarter. 13-2 run for the Kings, and they've cut it to 1. Unbelievable. He says, Jimmy, it's incredible how good of a job he is doing. But can Golden State hold on here, or the Kings will be able to get the win? It's going to be crazy there as well. Sacramento is trying, but they just gave up a bucket to Curry. What a shot there. Golden State is back up by 3-1. Internet freeze down the lane. 111 to 108, 4:40 to go in the fourth. Incredible game here. De'Aaron Fox is blocked. Klay Thompson gets the ball, swings to Andrew Wiggins. The Light V Ohio State said the Miami Heat are up by 5. That would Draymond Green almost had the rebound and layup there, but it did not happen. Then the Kings went down the floor, and Malik Monk, they call a foul on his drive there. The Ohio State says we're about to get a Heat versus Knicks second round matchup, which is insane. No one predicted that. And the Ohio State, most it's going to be very interesting to see what happens for sure in that series. You know, if you do have the Heat versus the Knicks, like you said, most people pick Cavs and Bucks, and the Cavs, honest, was out. Trent Veronis' Heat versus Knicks takes it back 100%. I mean, that's not a series people were expecting, but hey, it looks like we could get it. Anything can happen in the playoffs. Injuries do play a role for sure, but Miami has a big chance to beat the Milwaukee Bucks. That will be insane for sure. V Ohio State's my friend who worked for the Bucks is probably devastated and isn't responding back to me laughing out loud. Long you're the one seed, you think you're going to go far in the playoffs, and then on the series, and then Jimmy Buckets comes to life. And he plays so much better in the playoffs than in the regular season. Jimmy Butler is on fire. And what he is doing for a Miami Heat team that does not have Tyler Hero and does not have Victor Oladipo is incredible, to say the least. It has been a great performance from Jimmy Butler, but can they hold on? It's not over yet. They're not out of the woods yet. They still could lose the game if Milwaukee can't come back, but it's going to be but if you do have the Kings drop and beat a Warriors team at the Warriors, that's going to be really tough for the Kings. I don't know if they can do it. That's going to be extremely difficult to say the least. But overall, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens for sure. I am really looking forward to the rest of these playoff series. Hopefully the internet works better in the future. Maybe it's just a and if we can spawn four to go in the fourth quarter. The Golden State Warriors are up 111 to 110. The Warriors are driving the basketball. Draymond Green over to Curry, back to Green, into the lane. Green for two, and Green's shot is good. 113-110. The Warriors are up by three over Sacramento. That's unbelievable there. And Miami's still up by three over the Bucks. Green with 21 points. He's had an offensive explosion. They won the series 4-1, 128 to 126 in overtime, and the number 1 seed is John says 1 is down 100%. The Bucks are gone. Cannot believe we just saw the Miami Bucks. Unbelievable there. The Knicks, the Cavs. We have a crazy game still. I hope you guys can hear me. 117 to 114. The Golden State Warriors are leading over the Sacramento Kings. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. You have Wiggins with a step back 2, and Wiggins knocks down the shot. 119 to 114. Unbelievable there. Andrew Wiggins with a big step back 2, and now you got a missed shot by the Kings. Draymond Green with the rebound. And could we have the Golden State Warriors going up 3-2 on the Kings? We already just saw the Miami Heat somehow beat the Milwaukee Bucks 4-1 in that series. That's unbelievable as well. I cannot believe what we are seeing in these NBA playoffs. So many big results. It is crazy for sure. I really sorry about all of the internet issues, but it has definitely been a journey. But really appreciate you guys for sticking it out. I really do appreciate it. But right now we have a fantastic game here. You got the Golden State, have the Sacramento Kings. It is insane. 119 to 114. It is looking really good for Sacramento. And looking really good for the Warriors. Now it's 122, 114. Curry hits the free throw. The Warriors are up by 8. 22 seconds left. John says 1 is down. Jimmy's King in the house. He said the Knicks going down. I don't know. I mean, I think that could be a great series for the man one. That was an insane play by Curry. I mean, that was a fantastic play by Stephon Curry. He is his still sorry about the internet issues. I really, really appreciate you. Internet, but what games we have had, it's almost over. But 122 to 114, it looks like Golden State is going to find a way to be able to win this game. It's insane. John says, Jeff, you're coming through the decapitated brick wall. Yeah, it's just a 22 seconds left in this basketball game. It's 122 to 114. Do the Sacramento Kings have one last gasp? And we just saw a big upset with Miami beating the Bucks. Will the Kings go down? And then they're probably going to be in bad shape in this series because they might not be able to come back and win in Game 6. That will be really tough at the Warriors. The Kings have the basketball. They lose it. Sabonis to Malik Monk in the corner. He misses the shot. And you've got Harrison Barnes with the rebound. He knocks down the shot, but there's only 7 seconds left, 122 to 116. With 5 seconds left, they foul Stephon Curry, but it is not looking good for the Kings. It looks like they are going to go down. Unbelievable here what we are and then beat 123 to 116. Unbelievable what we have seen tonight with these games. There have been some fantastic NBA games. I really appreciate you guys for being. I'm really sorry about all the internet issues. There's definitely nothing I can do about it, but you guys being here, it means a lot, and I really appreciate your support. But 123. 2 seconds left, and it's over. The Sacramento Kings go down, and the Golden State Warriors, they win 123 to 116. Jackson's goal under beat the Milwaukee Bucks. 2 massive upsets. Game 5 winner advance 82% of the time, so it's looking really good for the Golden guys for being here. Jonas is good trouble, Canada out. I really appreciate all you guys for being here. It's unfortunate that the internet was an issue, but I really appreciate you guys for being here. Jackson said for the first time since 2012, an 8 seed is beating a 1 seed in the NBA playoff series. Congratulations to Miami Heat on a fine victory against the Milwaukee Bucks. For sure, it is insane there. But I really appreciate you guys for being here, sticking through the internet issues. Hopefully, I'll be back soon for another stream without any internet issues. Really appreciate it. John said, how about Jimmy's shot? Jimmy Butler was crazy. Jackson, unfortunately, will get a Warriors-Lakers semifinals matchup. It's definitely looking like the to the channel if you guys are new. But I really appreciate you guys for being here. Hope I really appreciate the NBA playoffs. We're going to only get more fun from here. It should be a lot of fun. And I really appreciate all you guys for being here. Thanks for being here, everybody. It was a lot of fun. Looking forward to some more games. Thanks for being here, everybody.